Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Jay the Great here. Welcome back to another podcast. We are back a little late. My apologies, but we have returned. Me and Shinobi here today.
Folks.
Got plenty to discuss. I personally watched the Joker movie. If you guys want me to discuss that, there will be spoilers, of course. I watched it yesterday. A lot to say about
Uh,
it. I must say, lots to say, both negative and positive about that.
oh no.
Yeah, I'll just say this: it's not dog shit like a lot of people on social media have insinuated, but it's definitely not as good as the first Joker. I'll say that. Definitely not good as the first one. Um, but yeah, what's going on, Crimson King, Christopher, Terry? What's going on, guys? And by the way, folks, if you haven't
Going
already, of
on.
course, make sure to hit the. Give me a second, folks. Should have this up. Make sure to hit the like button, folks. If you haven't already, it's going to be appreciated. More likes the better. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Prodigy for last week. Paying for a reaction on live. If you guys would like that, anytime, anyone, any of you guys could just let us know the video. Give you a price, always fair, and we'll do that live for you. So shout out to Prodigy for that last week. Um, but yeah, folks, any questions at all? Any questions at all here? Anime wise, JJK's ending. Boruto's current standing and
About to start. Let's
yep. Let's
go,
go.
bro.
About time, man. It's about time. Joker came out, like I said. There's a lot of things to discuss.
I'm gonna.
IRL as
I
well,
de- yeah, I definitely gotta watch it, man. Because I mean, like, come on, the first movie was just fucking like so fucking good. But
Yeah.
I'll definitely have to like reserve my opinions for it until I see it. But I am. I don't know. It's sad to hear that it didn't like hit like your expectations per
Yeah,
se.
nah. I could say that for sure. It certainly didn't live up to expectation. Definitely a different
Yeah.
vision that the director Todd Phillips had. I can see why he had the vision he had, but I think he miscalculated what the people would have been appealed to the most, I have to say. But amazing stream title. Yeah, Obito gets disrespected, bro. Me and Sage, if you haven't watched the video already, we gave him some respect. He touches my favorite character. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna spoil what I said there. But Obito deserves some respect, bro. From a young age, actually. How much money would it take to motivate you to do a video midstream? If we did a video midstream, that would cost because if you want to see the whole process, like us, obviously choose a topic, us talk about it,
Let's see,
us actually
function off
record it.
rip.
Off rip,
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
150, I'd say. I'm not gonna be like some other creators like $1,000, but it'd still be decent, like 150 bucks. We'll do a depends on
Yeah,
the
it'd be
topic too. If you
insane.
got one like a super very ambiguous, it'd probably be more. If it's something like a versus matchup, 150. If it's something very broad, probably 200. Full video, yeah, that's a big effort. So, but we do it, but yeah, it'd have to be the right price. So, 150 for versus matchup and
Yeah,
200.
exactly.
Yeah,
We can go over topics too, you and I. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
exactly. It's like
yeah.
it's a very intricate one. Yeah, it's gonna be a little more, but yeah. But yeah, folks, any questions at all? Feel free. IRL as well. The whole Diddy shit, that stuff is heating up. All kinds of sort of revelations are being made by the feds. There's all kinds of things to talk about. You know, we've talked
So I
everything
mean,
in it.
like, you honestly like believe that like he had any ties or connections with Fox murder? It seems like his family's trying to go after him and shit, which kind of like it's interesting, but it
Strange.
seems like a
Yeah,
desperate cry as
yeah,
well at the same time. So I don't know what your thoughts are on that. You know?
uh, yeah. It is strange. I'm kind of curious to see how this all play out. I think there's gonna be surprises. I think we're all expecting surprises of who is guilty of certain things. Maybe they were conspiring with him, or like accomplices and the actions he took. It's a very strange moment. But Diddy was always a strange person. Trust me, the 200 for Meet the Cucks is on the way. Hey, 200, I said I'll
Oh,
drop it. I will drop that. Deadass, I'll drop it.
yeah, freestyle, bro. Let's
Yeah,
get it,
bro.
man.
I will
Green
drop a
light ready,
track
bro.
called Meet the Cucks, and I'm gonna write it out. I have some. I mean, the only people I've heard of Batman and Shinobi, like the rough draft, kind of like an idea of where I'd want to go with it. But deadass, I will do it for 200. Yeah, I will actually drop it as like a track on this channel. So, yo, Jay, who wins in a boxing match? Someone that's been watching boxing for 20 years but never trained it, or someone that's been boxing for 1 month but never watched it? Now, there are other factors that would matter, like how athletic are these guys? Firstly, how old are these people? So let's say they're the same age, relatively same athleticism, same genetic predispositions as far as gifts. Um, Honestly, 1 month is not much time at all. I'd probably say the guy that's watched it more. Honestly, 20 years is a long time. Um, because this person, although physically hasn't participated, they've seen it. They've seen it many, many years, decades, in fact. While the other person has only touched, the idea of boxing for a month. So honestly, I might lean towards the guy that, if we presuppose they're equal skill level and equal genetic gifts and stuff like that. So,
What
but
do
that's
you
a good
think about
question though.
like if someone does like not ever box, right? But yet
Yeah,
has watched a lot, and in comparison, someone has boxed for a month. Wouldn't you say that person who has actually physically trained has some resilience or more of a tolerance towards getting hit, not getting faced out so
probably.
quickly, not getting
Yeah,
so intimidated?
I, yeah, I
Like
would say that at the very
those things,
least. Yeah.
you know what I mean? I think that
uh
definitely does have a factor, like having a chin, like having mental
Right.
resilience from experience, however
Yeah.
small.
Yeah, like
It
there are
is
other
interesting.
factors like how well trained is he? Like how well trained is he being trained? That also matters. Like if he's with a fucking like
Of course.
Freddie Roach is training him, he might actually beat the guy. Like the guy that's only watched boxing. Freddie Roach is world class. But if he's at some like rinky dink gym where it's like half-assed hobby type training, then the guy that's watched it 20 years might have a better shot. But again, physically, if he
True,
has any
true.
sort of decent training, of course he'll have the physical superiority. Probably he's been training. A month is he'll probably have better cardio than the guy that's been watching it. Um, Things like that. So there are many factors for sure, but generally, I probably lean towards the guy. Unless both guys are just they have no athletic gifts, and 1 month is
Wait,
you know
20
up.
years is a long
Yeah,
time,
that's a
dude.
long
That's a
time.
long fucking
Yeah,
time to
and I'll
be
say
watching
this.
something.
I
So
mean, I don't apply because I've boxed for over a decade, but watching it, I have improved. Just watching boxing, I've improved. But then again, I've trained for a long time. But I think it does benefit to some extent. Obviously, I'll vary for someone that's never boxed before, but yeah. I saw your video about
I
touchers
feel
though. We
that.
told I'll say thank you, my goats, Jay and Sage. I've always appreciated when people give my favorite Uchiha the respect he deserves. Yeah, I think he's very underrated, partially because of the character he is in many of the eyes, the people in the fandom. He's like simp and shit, and people think he's like, oh, he's ass. Like he's very powerful from a very young age. So very powerful. So
I mean,
Batman,
when
how
you're
strong?
trained by Madara since you're a
Yeah,
kid,
what do you
like I
expect?
mean,
Yeah.
even Hashirama's felt it's like, come on, you
It's
know?
cracked, bro. Not like people are surprised by it. People in the comments are like, "Oh hell no!" Like, no, bro, he's that powerful. Right? Don't you
Yeah.
realize that Obito's the cartoon character? Obito's the cartoon character. What do you mean by that? Obito is okay. It's just that pain clears. You mean in a battle? I don't know. Orange Mask. I mean, it's a debate for sure.
I
Like
think
full power
Obito is
pain.
strong as fuck. I just feel
Yeah.
like in comparison to the other Uchihas, bro, they got way more riz, bro. Like
Oh,
way
facts,
more
facts.
demeanor
Way
and
more.
aura. I feel like
Yeah.
that's just like I
That's
mean,
what
no hate on
Obito
Obito.
lacked.
That's
Yeah.
exactly.
He lacked aura, and that's probably why people underappreciate and underrate him, even scaling wise. So, the weakest character in Naruto that is Lightspeed. The weakest character, I guess you could technically
Mifune?
say Haku when he's moving in between mirrors. Like he's
Oh,
not actually in
that's
the
a good one.
in the act of combating. Beside as far as someone that can combat at Lightspeed, uh, you don't start reaching Lightspeed until like the Raikage, Killer Bee, um,
I
guys
mean,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I mean, you could say Mifune technically, but like I think
Mifune,
that's
right? Yeah,
overblown
yeah.
to be
Mifune's a good
honest.
one too. I forgot about that. Yeah, Mifune's a good one. Hanzo, technically, if he's able to compete with Prime Mifune, maybe Hanzo is like the weakest light speed
Yeah.
character. One of those guys, yeah, it's a good pick. Mifune, maybe Sasori if you can make an argument that he speeds at that level because of the Hanzo scaling and all that. But not definitively, but more accurately, probably yeah, Mifune or Hanzo, probably yeah. Evening, what's going on, Marcus? Obito's the best villain in Naruto. I mean, that's a
That's
hot take.
debatable.
Definitely a hot
That's
take.
debatable.
Any
Yeah.
version of Pain destroys Obito? Which Obito?
That's crazy.
Orange Mask? No, not any version.
Yeah, I would say
If
Yellow Mask, bro.
honestly,
He's
not even
like
Yellow Mask. Honestly, not any version. He's cracked even then. So,
facts.
I mean, by that is what he's a cartoon character. People should stop taking it. Oh, okay, that's what you mean. I mean, fandoms are gonna take things seriously.
Toby
So they're
is
fans. Yeah, Toby.
like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That guy's a straight cartoon guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts. How strong do you think Orange Mask Obito is? In my opinion, with the versions we are given, Probably the strongest in the Akatsuki. Probably the strongest. Yeah, stronger than
Yeah,
Pain
I would
and
say like
Itachi.
probably like KCM 1.5 ballpark area.
Literally, yeah. Now, if Pain's at
Yeah.
his very strongest in the rain, and Itachi's not sick, it's a different conversation. But most of the time, I'd say he's the strongest in the Akatsuki. Yeah, that's in the narrative. Uh, Yellow Mask is ridiculous. Yeah, he's broken, bro. It's broken. What's going on, Mama? By the way, I haven't seen you in a while in here. What's going on, bro?
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Welcome back.
who's winning Boruto while eating? While eating, not time skip, versus all Shippuden. While eating? You mean like
While
Boruto versus
eating,
all
of course.
Shippuden? Not like pre-time skip, you mean? Um, Boruto versus all Shippuden. I don't think he'd beat Kaguya, so no, I don't think he'd beat everybody. I think Shippuden would beat him prior to the time skip. After
Especially
he's actually,
pre-time skip.
he probably would beat
Yeah.
everybody now. I'm not gonna lie to you. He probably would beat Kaguya, six past Naruto, six past Sasuke. He beat everybody now. But prior, no, he wasn't at that level yet. He jumped leaps and bounds in that time skip, like ridiculous leaps and bounds. Um,
Compared to Naruto, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
fucking
ridiculous.
ridiculous. Like that makes Sasuke's jump from part one to Shippuden look like child's play. That's how much that dude jumped. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, compared to Sasuke, Itachi, Madara, Obito had the least aura. Facts, bro. Facts. Taka Sasuke versus Pain. Pain. Pain would destroy him.
Easy, easy,
Yeah,
easy.
easily.
Yeah.
People forget that Obito has the fire barrier that even full power Killer B couldn't get through. Yeah, exactly. Obito's there's a lot of things that are either overlooked or just not known about him. I agree. Here, Jay and Shinobi, what's up? What's going on, Mama? Thanks for coming in, bud.
Momo.
You do know that Seth Programmer and Noodles still fucking exist. Let's not forget about that live stream with Keemstar. I mean, yeah, those losers still exist.
I mean,
Um,
I forgot they existed, to be honest, man.
yeah, bro. Let them
Yeah.
let them continue to promote. Well, I don't really fucking care about Seth. He's a petter to me always. But as far as Noodles, let him continue to do what he does, man. I don't give a shit. To be
Yeah,
honest,
digging his own grave.
yeah, bro. To be honest, if Itachi tried to fake being Madara like Obito, do you see Itachi doing it nearly as long? He could pull it off if he wanted, if he wanted to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he could pull it off. He's still strong. At that point, he
What
was like stronger than everybody, besides a select few. So
what's crazy though, dude, is like how Minato of all people thought that Obito was Madara. And it's like
facts.
you would think they would have gathered some intel on Madara. Like he's like the fabled shinobi who went against Hashirama. And yet they
Yeah,
think this guy who has like this like Kamui abilities is Madara.
he
It's like
has to be.
where'd you guys get that from, bro? Because he's
Yeah,
so fucking strong. I get it,
yeah.
but it's just like
Me and
yeah,
Sage were
yeah.
like, when we were talking about Yellow Mask versus Amber, like, dude, Minato thought he was fucking Madara. Like, come on, bro. Yeah.
Of
So I
all
mean,
people.
of all people,
Yeah.
he was probably the strongest shinobi on Earth at that point in the narrative, and he thought that guy was Madara. That's insane.
Itachi could
Did
easily do it, bro. Like
Oh,
it's
facts.
not even
Yeah,
a question.
he could
Yeah.
pull it off for sure. Did you ever get to box it out with Noodles? No, but probably next year if I'm still interested. When I'm more settled as far as like IRL endeavors, like crib stuff like that. Then yeah.
I
EMS
heard
Oscar versus. Oh, you
he's
said?
got a new regimen though, dude, and he's gonna start carrying 2 metal file cabinets on his back now.
Oh
So
yeah, bro. I can't believe he thought that was
careful.
a flex, bro. I was like, what the fuck do you think? What am I supposed to think about this dumb shit? Come on, man.
Like a carrot
He's like, I
aluminum.
lift metal, bro. I'm like, that shit, what, like 30 pounds? That's not impressive, fat ass.
Yeah, for real, dog.
That shit was pathetic. That's how you know he's not about that at all. He's not about that life. EMS Sasuke versus Orange Mask Obito. EMS
Talking about
late
early
would be
war. Yeah,
early war. Honestly,
exactly.
early war would probably lose, bro. Yeah, he probably would lose.
I think
Honestly,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Late, yeah, he's taking it, but early, no. Yeah. What happened to Negi? I'm on episode 100 of Shippuden. I hardly see him. Negi, who's that? Neji? Oh,
Reggie?
Neji. I think that's what he means.
Yeah, for sure.
He's just not very relevant after the Chunin exams and after the Sasuke Retrieval arc, unfortunately. He's there, but he's just
Yeah,
not really
yeah.
involved.
After the
Yeah.
retrieval, it's pretty much wraps for
That
him,
was his
dude.
peak.
Like
Yeah, that was him
that
and least least peak was the Chunin exams against Gaara, but
facts.
yeah,
The Neji though, yeah, that was
yeah,
peak
bro.
Neji right there.
Peak Neji, facts. Can you take like 5 minutes out of your time to glaze Pain on why he's the best villain in Naruto? He deserves it. If I had to make an argument for Pain, it would be his aura at that moment in time when the narrative was going. It was probably arguably the highest, most amount of aura we've ever seen in Naruto up until the war arc with Madara. His philosophy was very, almost as understandable as Madara's. His rhetoric was very, very very magnetizing to the fandom as well, even to Naruto. That was like the first time Naruto didn't have anything to say. He always had a reputation to his villains, but with this guy, it just wasn't there. During when he was beating his ass in Konoha, so he's arguably you could argue he's the best for sure. Um,
Yeah, his philosophy was just something else, dude. Like a lot of
yeah,
villains we see, like Boo or fucking Zamasu or whatever it may be, they're just like there to like commit violence
yeah,
randomly
the typical,
out of
yeah,
spite because they're jaded from some personal trauma. But like with
yeah,
Pain, bro, it's like he just like brought you realism, bro, and said, "Hey, man, I'm just gonna end this shit now because like I'm just here to
yeah.
end this pain, essentially."
He's like,
And it's just like
I'm
you
just here
can't,
to end that cycle,
yeah.
basically. Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, yeah, I can't refute that, bro. Honestly, so this is real shit, man. Definitely.
Yeah, literally. Itachi's like 100% able to impersonate Madara, but I understand why Minato thought he was Madara. The guy was an Uchiha that was able to enter the village and get the sentry unit and the guards. Not only that, give Minato like a run for his money. So there's that too. But yeah, that was part of it. Who's the strongest character that Yellow Mask Obito with the Nine Tails beats? She beats a lot of people. Um,
Eesh.
a lot of people. He beat Togurama. I know people hate to hear that. He beat guys like Datara, guys like Kakasu. He beat guys like that in that tier. Um,
I'm
he
thinking like
beat
the all the way up towards like Kisame. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he
Honestly,
he'll start struggling around like Hisame. He'd probably be Old Man Here's, and honestly, Old Man Here's, and
I
not
think
young, but
so.
yeah, Old Man, he
Too
probably would
slow
beat him. Yeah, too
for
slow.
sure.
You just warp him into the Conway. What is he gonna do? Oh, and Minato had a hard time like pinpointing the timing. So imagine fucking Old Man Here's
Exactly.
and if Obito was really as weak as his down players like to assume, I debunked them by showing him his feats of controlling the full nine tails and fighting on par with Minato. I mean, that's the best. Yeah, some of the best feats. How strong is Warwick Obito compared to Edo Madara? You can actually, I mean, narratively, you can make an argument. Perhaps they're near each other. It's hard to compare the two. I think Madara had better performances, like being nonchalant, like reacting to Casey and to Naruto effortlessly with the fan, the Uchiha fan or whatever. I think he was still more impressive than White Mask. I'd probably still lean towards Madara, but I don't think the gap is large. Honestly, I don't think it's very large at all between White Mask Obito and Edo Madara. I should be specific. Edo Madara. It's not a large gap between the two. But I would say Madara still is superior. So Obito's ass fucked
Yeah, I
that
think Amano just has
guy.
has better abilities, especially like if he does
Better
have
abilities.
the
Yeah.
Pentagon, especially as well. Like Obito doesn't have that great control over them, it seems like, and
Yeah. Can only handle
he didn't
one.
seem that fast as well. You know what I mean? In
Yeah.
comparison to
Agreed.
like Sasuke and Naruto and tandem,
No.
like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, they were like keeping up in terms of like competitive like speed feats,
Yeah.
but
I
like
agree.
they weren't like outmatching each other per se to like such a gargantuan tier, you know. So
Yeah. What's going on,
just
Prodigy? What's going on, brother?
oh
Thanks for coming in,
shit,
man.
the man's here.
Man's in the man
Let's
of the
get it.
hour. What's going on, brother? But yeah, I'd say yeah, like Shinobi said, Madara just has better performances as far as like physical prowess and abilities. So, which Uchiha had the most Black Force energy? Madara. Madara probably had
Madara
the most.
all
Yeah,
day.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, how many amps does Madara get in the war arc? So he's Edo, right? Then he revives himself. He gets one there. Then he gets Hashirama cells. He gets one there with the Renegon as
Sage
well.
Mode, yeah.
Yeah, Sage Mode. And then he gets Jubidara, which was the last one. And then he gets two eyes, gets stronger. And then he gets three eyes, gets stronger. So like five or six. He gets quite a few amps throughout the war. Um, Obito scales to Sakura during the tuning exams. Obito. Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
Um, I'm on the opinion that at least seventh gate guy, I think Pain stomps. Yeah, you can make the argument he beat seventh gate guy. Full power Pain, probably yeah.
Yeah, because like that was
Uh,
going up against 50% Kisame, dude, like pretty much toe to
yeah, it's not
toe.
like he like fucking slammed a full power Samehara Kisame or anything. He was like in fatigued, like beaten
Fatigued,
down.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think yeah, I would agree. Pain probably beats seventh gate guy too. Honestly, full power for
But
sure.
7K guy and the fucking manga go hard though, bro.
Bro, he was
Just
a
saying.
dog.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he's a dog, bro.
Like,
Dog, like
yeah,
during the war arc as well. He's
exactly.
he's a monster, bro. But yeah, Pain probably still probably beat him full power. Obito clears pain and dynamics, character conclusion, backstory, and internal and external conflicts. Really? I mean, I don't know if I agree with that,
What? That's
but
crazy, bro.
yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm personally of the opinion Rinnegan Obito is equal to Edo Madara. I mean, you can make the argument, but I don't subscribe to that though. But no cap, Itachi dog walks Obito. Hey, I would say this. I do believe a hypothetical prime Itachi could, I don't know if I want to say most likely, but could beat Orange Mask. If it was like a hypothetical prime Itachi. I think he could give Obito a very, very difficult fight, if not beat him. If he was like healthy and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, intelligence, Tsukuyomi, Amaterasu.
Even Amaterasu. Yeah,
Physical
exactly.
prowess would be better, stuff like that. Yeah. Byakugan clears Renegon. I mean, I don't know about that, but it's cool
I don't
though.
know about that, dude.
It's
A
pretty cool.
limbo, bruh. What are we talking about?
Yeah. How do you think a Jubito versus Madara fight would have went? Honestly, I think Jubito was above still Madara at that point. Would Madara have Sage Mode or something at that point? I think it'd still beat
He
him.
was
Yeah.
blind. He had Sage
Yeah,
mode. Yeah, and
blind.
he's
Yeah, he's
still
like blind, Sage
character.
Mode. Yeah. Obito was scared to attack the leaf while Itachi was alive. True, we did say. I mean, we didn't say he was scared, but we did say in the video like he was wary, of Itachi. Like there's respect there. That's undeniable. There is respect for sure. If Pain needs an almighty push in the middle of the U.S., how far would it go? Like if he was full power and he didn't care about like expending chakra, honestly, it'd be quite a bit. Maybe a large city if we're being really generous, like all of New York or like all of
Yeah,
L.A. or
yeah.
something like that. Something like that. I don't think he's clearing a state or anything like that. He's not doing that, but probably a large city, like full power. I think he'd do that.
The one he
Um,
did in Konoha, for sure. Absolutely. That's like
yeah,
city level.
facts. Yeah. Do you think OG Naruto would have been even better if Sasuke didn't leave? Instead, he went on missions with Naruto. That obstacle, that large obstacle that came to be, wouldn't be there though if Sasuke didn't leave. That was a huge motivational sort of fuel material for Naruto to push himself as hard as he did. Now if Sasuke was, I mean, he still had the rivalry with Sasuke, but honestly, I don't think he'd be as driven if that didn't happen or as ambitious. So I would say it might not be better. Be different, but I don't think it'd be as good if he didn't leave. There'd be less obstacles in Naruto's way. So, um, I think the Itachi and the War would have been both at least Six Gate Guy and MS Kakashi before Obito fight, even if I lied low key. I agree with that. He probably would beat them. Uh, Jay, what female character would you like to have a major fight? Major fight in Naruto, or use me in general? In Naruto, mm, maybe Tsunade could have had more fights. That would have
Yeah,
been
it'd be
cool.
cool to see the three Sonin fight, actually. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, that'd be
Tsunade
kind of cool,
actually,
definitely.
like she had her Madara moment, but maybe one where she's competing more. Oh, there Madara allowed those people to like get to that point, and he still destroyed them. But maybe more Tsunade fights. I'd say if it's in Boruto, I'd say
Yeah.
Sarada easily. Sarada, more fights for Sarada.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah,
100%. Bleach, though, dude. I
Bleach.
mean,
Oh shit. Um,
Haribel and fucking
Haribel,
Yorobate, dude. Like,
dog. Yeah,
oh,
Haribel.
bro.
Unohana. If she fought Kenpachi, which was cold, but maybe more fights would have been cool because she was like
He was cold.
the first
Holy shit, that came
Kenpachi.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that shit was
I was like, she
sick,
was that
dude.
deadly, bro. Yeah, holy shit, bro. She
It's like
she hit it so
innocent,
well. Yeah,
like
exactly. So
500
innocent.
episodes, and then she, yeah,
She was just seen as like the nice medic, and then in the end, she's like a fucking monster, like Kenpachi. It's crazy.
yeah, straight
Um,
up.
yeah, Unohana, Dragon Ball, females. The other universe, like
Uh,
Kefla and Kale, but they're from the other universe though. They're not from Universe
yeah, the
7.
androids are kind of out, to be honest.
Yeah, and yeah,
Really good,
Android
really, you know,
18. Uh,
18. I was thinking, but it's like she's not really relevant anymore. It's like
nah.
17, like handling it right now, bro. To be honest,
Facts. Yeah,
well, no, I mean, not
he
not
performed
17.
real well in
He
Tournament of
did.
Power. Yeah, really, really well. So they need more female characters. I mean, I'm sure we'll see that female Broly and like Kefla and Kale's fusion again. That was
Oh, the new
cool.
Broly.
Yeah, bro, that would be cool. to see again.
That
I
was a
mean,
little, that was a little jank in my opinion. How are you just gonna like bring out like someone who just awakens their Broly powers in the middle of a tournament like that?
in the
Like,
middle of the tournament
how
of power. Yeah,
how
that was crazy.
convenient.
It is
It's
too bad
like,
they're facing Goku. He's that guy. It's that simple. So,
I guess you bring that out of
um,
you, bro.
yeah, facts. Shishu had Kodo and lost to no Sharingan. And lost no Sharingan. Danzo got that bum past. Danzo get that bum past base heavy Sasuke. You're saying Shishu is a bum? Oh, you mean when he
That's
blitzed him?
crazy,
I mean,
bro.
he was really off guard. The last thing he would have expected was fucking Izanagi. You know, to be fair.
And
Because
he
when he
was
tried to blitz
drugged.
him straight up, he fucking genjutsu'd him like instantly. You know, and then he used fucking Izanagi and tore his fucking eye out. You know. But yeah, I could see it does look bad. I mean, fucking Donzo. But yeah,
All people.
KCM
Yeah.
Minato versus Hashirama. Hashirama. I still lean towards Hashirama
Easy.
in that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. One jutsu to have from the Naruto verse. Like in the real world? Honestly, Shadow Clones would probably be the most beneficial in the real world. Something like Shadow Clones or because all these battle-based jutsu, if you don't have the durability and like the physical shinobi prowess, you're gonna die. You know, like you use a fucking Chidori, the fucking military will go after you and you'll die. And like like the fucking Chidori, the Rasengan. Um,
Yeah, it's like, why would you want those though? Honestly,
yeah, it's
right?
not
Like,
practical in our world. You know, it's not practical unless you're a soldier. They fucking send you to fucking Iraq or some shit and be fucking Chidoring everybody in the fucking battlefield. But then you'll die anyway because you don't have the speed of a shinobi.
or the
Unless that's a
armor.
yeah, or armor.
Yeah.
Unless it's a prerequisite like the Renegon. I mean, maybe, but you know, it's not very
Fine Rising
practical.
would be kind of cool,
Flying
to be
Rising would be
honest.
dope.
Like,
You can just put like fucking
transport.
marks on your spots and shit, and never be late to anything. It's like,
Yeah, literally,
here
you
at
can carry
work.
anything you want in
Yeah,
the
you carry
world
anything you
into another
want.
location.
That's
Yeah,
sick.
literally.
Yeah, that'll be pretty practical. Like, oh, I'm always on time to work because I literally teleport here every day. You know, like it's that simple. Could
Literally.
fucking get up, get ready, and
Yeah.
I'm there. That simple. That would be pretty practical. Yeah, flying Raijin, shot clones. Um, if you want to be an athlete, I guess maybe like the fucking gates, but then again, they take a toll on your body, so you wouldn't be an athlete for long. Um, but yeah,
The gates
those.
would be cool though, actually.
Yeah,
Like reset your mind whenever you wanted to in life. That'd be
that
actually
would be dope. Yeah,
kind of dope,
that
to
would be
be
pretty cool
honest.
in like in
Yeah.
the real world. Yeah. What if Kakashi had Ishiki's dojutsu? Would the battles go differently? That's a Shinjutsu. He'd be a fucking monster if he had Ishiki's dojutsu.
I don't think
Um,
he can handle that, dude. He has no
nah, I think
chakra
his
for
chakra
that,
network
dude.
would literally fucking shut down. That's way too much chakra. It's
He
like,
just dies.
like imagine, like think about it this way: Obito could only handle one Renegon. Imagine Kakashi trying to handle a fucking Shinjutsu level dojutsu. He'd fucking die. Yeah, he probably would die.
I think he would. Yeah.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't. And now, if hypothetically he could handle it, he'd be fucking a monster. I mean, he'd probably slam fucking Kaguya horribly. I mean, it'd be horrible. Um,
Dude, having his Dojutsu combined with Kamui in the other eye, that'd be
holy
fucking
shit!
broken.
Imagine
Holy
saying those
shit,
fucking
dude.
cubes through Conway. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, those fucking giant
Yeah.
cubes that fucking, and then you can turn them into like the size of molecules and shrink them and shit. That's crazy, honestly.
That'd be
That would be
broken.
cracked as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Itachi wanted Obito dead, but he was too bitch made to fight Obito in a straight-on fight. Instead, he tried to kill Obito by sneak attacking him with Amaterasu. The reason he didn't fight Obito straight up is because they had that compromise years ago, right? Obito kept his word. There's that. Two, if he would have tried to fight Obito, the entire Kosuke would have jumped his ass. Everybody. Pain, fucking Kisame. Kisame would have been the only one that might have stayed loyal to Itachi. Like, hey, I got your back, bro. Everybody else would have been like, let's jump him. You know, so there are multiple reasons. Um,
And Itachi was
most
sick too.
And he was sick as
Like
shit.
he,
Yeah,
he
he was sick.
yeah, man.
But they both had that compromise. Like Obito's like, all right, I'll help you. You know, Itachi's like, don't kill my brother, don't attack Konoha. He's like, all right, and they kind of kept their word until Itachi died. You know, so Obito is kind of a man of his word. You know. I need you to both make a video together, please. I got some topics to file down. Yeah, for sure, bro. Let us know. We got you. You know, we do custom videos. Let us know of a topic. And
Yes,
we'll give a
sir.
fair price. We'll always give a fair price.
Hella down, bro.
Just let us know. It doesn't have to be Naruto either. It could be Crossverse, Bleach, Dragon Ball, whatever. Just let
Absolutely,
us
man.
know.
Yeah,
We
totally.
got you for sure, bro. For sure. Always for sure. It's funny how kids in Boruto only look like their dad and look nothing like their moms. Inojin looks like his mom, kind of. He has the blonde hair and kind of looks like his mom. Who else? Shikamaru, yeah, Shikadai, yeah, looks
Uh,
nothing like his mom. He looks like Shikamaru. Um, who else? But Himawari looks like
I think that looks
Hinata.
like Shikamaru, bro. Like
Yeah, for
straight up,
sure,
dude.
for sure. Yeah. Chocho looks like her mom, that one lightning shinobi that
A
Choji's
lot.
with. A lot like her, yeah.
Yeah.
Sarada looks, she looks like a mix. She's kind of a mix. She looks a little bit like
Yeah.
Sakura and a little bit like Sasuke. Um, but Himawari looks just
Yeah.
like her mom, though, I'd say. She has the whiskers like Naruto,
Absolutely.
though. But she looks
Really.
like Hinata, though. Yeah. Who else?
What about Metal
Shikadai.
Lee, bro?
Middle
What's
Lee.
his
Who knows
mom,
who his
bro?
fucking mom is, dude? Everyone thinks it's Tenten. Like he Lee clapped
Yeah,
Tenten or some
bro.
shit. Maybe. I don't know. But
He was the last option.
his last option, yeah, literally, dude. Like, probably. I don't know. But yeah, he definitely looks like his dad, obviously. Has
Oh, of
Shinobi
course.
seen Dragon Ball? Oh yeah, for sure. We both are pretty well
Uh,
versed in Dragon Ball.
absolutely, bro. But
Up
that
to
was the first
Super.
anime I've ever watched,
Yeah.
man, for sure, dude.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
for us. That's both. Both our first
Huge
animes.
deep
We grew up. Yeah,
sure.
Z, Super. We can even do GT. We'd have to probably do some homework, but GT. I can't
Yeah.
remember if you
Dragon
caught up
Ball
with the
Z is the
manga.
best though.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly.
Definitely Z. I can't remember if you caught up with the manga. I mean, he's pretty caught up. Either way, we'd do our homework though. If you have like a super
Yeah,
topic,
not
yeah,
much at all, honestly.
like Black Frieza, like if it was like a Black Frieza like or Gohan Beast topic, we'd have that unlocked for sure. Or
Oh
like
yeah, for sure.
current
Absolutely.
Goku, current Vegeta, stuff like that. Yeah. Top Goku aura moments. I think everyone can agree. Number one is when he fought Frieza and Namek. That's like probably forever will
Yeah.
be number one. Honestly, one that's fairly close is when he went Ultra Instinct the first time. That was fucking peak aura as well. Um,
Yeah, how can
maybe
we forget
when.
about and this is what it's like to be an ascended Saiyan. And he
Oh,
just
dude.
fucking like
Yeah.
screams into Super Saiyan 3, bro. Like, come on, dude.
That shit was
Iconic as
cracked,
fuck,
dude.
dude.
That shit was peak
Yeah.
aura. Peak aura. What else? When he went to, I mean, it wasn't as high as the other ones we discussed, but when he went God mode for the first time in Battle of Gods, that was pretty cool. Pretty peak as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that was a
Yeah, for
pretty sick
sure.
moment. I also like when they got out of the hyperbolic time chamber, like him and Gohan, they're just
Oh,
like
that was
shooting
that was pretty
the
aura. That
whole
was high
time.
aura right there.
I like
Yeah.
that's pretty lit, dude. Honestly, like you
Yeah.
know,
All right, I'm gonna DM y'all. Let me know how much you want. Hey, for sure, bro. We got you for sure.
that's
We
love, dog.
we've
Always,
been
man.
we've been meaning to make a Dragon Ball video anyway, so we got you for sure, bud.
Yeah, that'd be hella fun.
For
Definitely.
sure. Everyone thinks Itachi has one shots, Amaterasu, hotter than Sunburn's mother, Tsukuyomi, which is literally the fastest activation speed ever, Tosuke steals everything, Yada blocks everything. Yeah, bro, he does have a lot of one shot shit, for sure. For sure. Um, you still gonna beat Noodle's ass next year? I'd say this, at this current time, more than likely. More than likely.
Yeah.
We'll see how things go. But more than likely, right now, if my mind is where it's at right now, and things go the way I predict as far as like IRL endeavors, yeah, I'll fly him out. Um, Itachi fanboys, the Amaterasu argument is beyond dead when it comes to higher rank shinobis. Please stop bringing it up. It's fair, yeah. You have to have the adequate speed to hit someone with Amaterasu, so that is true.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can deal with it now with these fucking
Facts.
super
Oh, now, fuck
and
yeah, absorption and shit like
like
that. Yeah, bro.
all the time.
Jigen, when
Yeah,
fucking it hit him too. I mean, he's Jigen, but when Sasuke hit him with it, it was on him. He's like, this shit is nothing. He just absorbed it. But that's he's a fucking Otsutsuki, so it's fucking cracked as
yeah.
hell. I'm surprised you guys know some stuff about Bleach. I could educate you about the anime or the manga. The anime we're caught up with. Manga, we've read most of it, like up until the anime. So, but yeah,
Yeah, I've watched anime a couple times, dude. I fucking
yeah,
love
anime's
Bleach,
fire, bro.
bro. Like,
That shit's
it's
fire.
so fucking good. Absolutely.
Um, why does anime always name their kids exactly like their parents, like Minato, Naruto, and Boruto, like getting their own identity? True, that is kind of true. Maybe to kind of not make him too distinct, continue the lineage. But I can kind of see what you're saying, though.
I mean, I don't really have a problem with it,
Yeah,
honestly.
doesn't
Like
bother me. Yeah,
Goku, Gohan, Goten, it's like,
Gohan,
whatever.
Goten. Yeah, Vegeta. I
Yeah,
mean, Vegeta and Trunks. That's pretty distinct. It's not really similar.
that's a good point.
Vegeta, Trunks, Gohan, and Pan. Pan is nothing like Gohan, like name wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Naruto wise, you have Boruto. Metal Lee. I mean, Metal. He has Lee in his name though.
Like Amaro's kids, pretty similar.
Shikamaru. Inoshin. I mean, sounds like Ino. That's true. Um, Himawari. Himawari's name is different from both. I mean, Hinata. It's kind of similar, I guess, but
What's that
uh,
Choji's kid name again?
Chocho. I guess that's kind of similar.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty similar, bro.
pretty
What
similar.
we saying?
Yeah. Who else? Kid wise. Kakashi and the White Fang. That's nothing similar. What was his fucking dad's name? Sakumo. Yeah, that's nothing like. That's not similar at all.
Akuma.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
nah.
that's a pretty distinct difference. Amaterasu one shots. Yeah, a lot of people. They had to write out Amaterasu, but honestly, that Jutsu is elite. That's facts. Definitely elite. Yeah.
That's sick,
Obito
dude.
Simps are
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah, bro. Me and Sage, when we were making this video, we knew that that was a risk we were taking for both sides, Itachi Simps and Obito Simps. You know,
Yeah, bro.
it's just inevitable. I can't make everybody happy. By the way, feel free to ask about Joker, folks. There's more people in here. Feel free to ask. There will be spoiler alerts. I've seen it already, though. If you want to ask about that, I'm probably gonna make. Follow me on TikTok, by the way. I'm probably gonna make a review for the clips channel, whether it's here or like I make a video about it, and a TikTok. So follow me on TikTok, like a short kind of. Actually, what I'm planning to do on TikTok, by the way, I do have that, is I'm gonna do, and I'm approaching this a lot differently after seeing this movie, Heath Ledger versus Joaquin Phoenix Joker. 'Cause a lot of people are comparing them, and I'm gonna say who's better, obviously, but I'm also gonna describe the very vast differences between these two, the portrayals, the points in Joker's career, the movies themselves. So follow me on TikTok if you want to see that, and if we don't talk about it here, I'm gonna post like an actual video on the clips channel too. So
Who would you
um,
say is like been a better actor overall and their whole like
that's
career wise
tough.
as an actor?
That's
You know what I
tough.
mean?
Joaquin Phoenix has a lot of longevity. Obviously Joker, but he's had a lot of other great movies as well. Ledger, I don't know too much work he's been in. Obviously Dark Knight, he's fucking brilliant, but
Yeah,
um,
of course.
I don't. Maybe his career was shorter. I don't think he was that old when he died. Maybe late 20s. So maybe he was just starting out. But that shit, I mean, that shit was brilliant. Arguably the best performance ever by an actor ever in any movie. It was fucking brilliant. It's hard, honestly. I'd
Yeah,
probably. I
Heath
mean, this
Ledger
is
didn't have that many movies, but he did have some like
yeah,
really like well known ones though as well at the same time. But I
facts.
mean, like
Yeah,
Joaquin, it's like I mean, like Gladiator and shit, just like all time
Gladiator.
great movies, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly,
great movies. Yeah, great movies. I think I would say Phoenix has more range, but then again, Ledger didn't get to live long enough to do like a lot of roles.
true. That's
So
for
that's
sure.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Peak to peak, I don't think I've ever seen Phoenix have as good of a performance as Ledger. But pretty fucking close. I mean, I've seen like Joker one, for example. That shit was fucking. I mean, he was brilliant in that movie. Um, but
And
yeah, if you guys
Joaquin's
want to
just
ask
really
about
good
that,
at like I remember watching his like the Johnny Cash, right? Like he just really
oh
like
yeah,
plays a role or
really
character
well,
really well, man.
really
Like
really
like
well. Yeah, he's one of the
props to him
best
for that.
in the game,
Yeah,
and I think he's
100%.
been one of the best for a long time. Yeah. And Joker really like brought that to light. Like, oh, this dude's fucking elite, like elite fucking actor.
And
Um,
not anybody can just play that role, dude. You know?
Joker especially, man, that shit. That's so difficult to play that role. It's so hard. Like, there's the chaotic mental state you have to reach to play that well. It's so difficult. So difficult. Fucking like,
Yeah.
dude, those guys are brilliant. That's all I got. Both of them, brilliant. What happened to my goat Gara's aura? Dude, so I mean, you guys already know he got his fucking ass spanked by the Sinju. But then again, it's the Sinju, man. I mean, it's not like he got his ass
Yeah,
spanked by
yeah.
some fodder. He got his ass spanked by peak of the verse individuals. So he still has aura, but all his opponents in Boruto have been cracked ass people. Momo, fucking the Shinju. In the anime, the fucking Urashiki Otsutsuki, that guy's a fucking monster too. So man, he's had some tough days. Um, I keep seeing clips of Sasuke and Boruto going back in time. Is that a real episode or filler? Oh, that's filler. Yeah, that's the time travel filler. Yeah,
It's a shame that the Kage are just not relevant anymore, bro. That was the whole
man.
point of Naruto was
Yeah.
achieving that mantle
They're like
of
fucking
being called
fodder
the
now.
Kage.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't
bro.
matter
Like
now. They
the
literally
Kage
don't.
the Kage title is nothing now for fucking Boruto. It means
It's
nothing.
like
It's like you might
who?
as well be a Genin now, honestly, bro. Um, I just GM DJ, talk it over. Shinomiya, get back to me. I have to head out to work. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. We got you for show. We'll definitely take a look at it for show. Much love, brother.
Brother, I
Appreciate you.
appreciate you, man.
Got you. What's your predictions? Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. I'm not really into soccer, but I'll say this ignorantly. I know Barcelona's been good for many years. That's all I'll say. So, but I know nothing about soccer.
Yeah,
I'm just being honest.
same here. Same.
I've heard of Barcelona because they're like one of the best. They've been a very good team at least for a good amount of time. But yeah. Have you guys ever watched Bridgerton? I heard it's really good, but no, I haven't seen it on Netflix. I haven't
I
seen
haven't
it, but I
seen
heard it's
either. No.
yeah, I heard it's peak apparently, but yeah, I've never seen it. So,
I've been wanting to watch the Penguin actually on
oh yeah,
Prime,
that's
I
one that's caught
think.
my eye.
It seems like a
Yeah,
cool show.
it
Definitely want to
does.
check that out,
Another
man.
one I haven't caught up
Yeah.
on is Amazon Prime's Batman: The Cape Crusader.
Ooh.
I watched one episode, and I think what they're doing vibe-wise is they're trying to parallel the old '90s, the Batman animated series when Kevin Conroy, the goat, was alive and voicing him. Um, so it does have that vibe, like that old school OG Batman animated series vibe. I like it. I just haven't caught up to it, but it's pretty good. So.
Nice.
But yeah,
Okay.
the
Good.
Penguin
Good.
too. I definitely want to check that out. The Penguin looks pretty clean, pretty dope. So, no one disrespects Obito. I mean, you'd be surprised how many people do. You know. TikTok is toxic. And by the way, have you guys got up to One Punch Man? I'm not giving out no spoilers. I'm just asking.
Dude,
No, I'm
I
not caught
haven't.
up with it.
Yeah,
Definitely
same
got to
here, bro.
though.
I haven't.
Yeah, definitely have to.
It's
But
been a hot minute since I've even heard about it, to be honest, dog. You
facts.
know.
Is this a call-in
Yeah.
show? No, it's not a call-in show. Again, we need. I said on the Discord, 5 people have to commit to coming in because then
Yeah,
it's
at
a
least
waste of
five
time.
on it, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
for sure.
waste of time if we don't do that. Absorbed, blocked, nullified. Bijou Bomb wasn't even utilizing the Preda path. Bijou Bomb and wasn't even utilizing the Preda path. People don't understand Preda path doesn't just absorb. Whatever can't be absorbed can be blocked and reflected back onto the opponent, seen with the Six Tails Naruto. Yeah, it's pretty cracked, for sure. Jubidara fans might be the worst in the fandom. They think he beats Boruto. What they do is they use the ambiguity of three-eyed Jubidara and they try to argue like, oh, we never saw his peak, so he fucking destroys everybody. But I mean, the argument is the way to
Boring.
refute that is just like Sasuke literally said Kage is like way above fucking Madara, and he saw three-eyed. So it's that easy. Batman's training is ridiculous. Yeah, he's Batman, dude. He's a fucking monster. He's like Olympic
All
beyond
kinds of
Olympic
martial
level.
arts.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah.
Why does Naruto and One Piece fans beef so much? I think because they want their anime, respectively, to be the top dog, but they're both so great that it ends up in like division and like competition. But yeah, they are pretty divided. Both great. I've been watching
Part of
One
the big
Piece.
three.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they're part of the big three. People just glance over that and the fact that he literally just has telekinesis. Who you talking about? Fucking
Is that
you talking about Ishiki or Pain or
Madara, maybe?
Madara? Um,
It's
do,
telekinesis, though.
do you think Dragon Ball Z Abridged changed people's views on how people see Goku as a father? I mean, a lot of people have seen Abridged, so maybe. I don't know.
I haven't
Perhaps.
seen it yet, dude. I need to, but I know it's like a fucking
Yeah,
like classic,
it's
bro.
classic, classic. I haven't even seen it all. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I saw a good bit when I was like in high school, but yeah, I haven't seen it all
Uh,
either. But it's a classic. Yeah, people love that. Um, but yeah, folks, any questions at all? Could be anime, IRL, the elections, fucking anything. Top 5 summonings in Naruto. Power wise or
ooh.
power
I just
wise, um I think it's stated that Manda is above Gamabuta. think it's stated somewhere. Like he's the strongest summoning.
Pretty sure he is. Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's the case. Then it would be probably be Gama Bunta. Then it would be, Tsunade Slug, Katsuyu. Then maybe Gama Bunta's son. What's his name? Gamakichi or some shit like that. Um, and then
Also, Enma, though, of course,
oh,
too.
Enma, I forgot
Enma's,
about him. Yeah, Enma's pretty fucking cracked, actually.
yeah.
And Boruto, there's that one summoning that one chick has. Fucking the
Class
class
rep.
rep. Yeah, the class rep.
Yeah.
Fucking like Namki or some shit, and apparently he's pretty strong. Some shit like that.
It,
Um,
it looks like Enma, low key, but it's
Low
like it's a
key.
monster, though.
Yeah, like he can turn into a big ass monster when he's like bloodlusted and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's a good question though. My favorite summoning is probably Gonbunta though. Probably.
Mine's probably
Uh,
Enma, to be honest, dude. I
Enma's
think it's
dope.
fucking badass. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Wukong, bro. Come on, dude.
That
Let's
shit
be
is. Oh,
honest.
Wukong facts, facts. Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh, the staff, dude. Come on,
Yeah,
dude.
bro. That's definitely a fucking reference.
Yeah, yeah, of
It
course.
has to be. Just recently rewatched the Frieza saga. That shit still goes hard. I think it always will, dude. Every time I see it, it's fire and peak. You know,
Alright, dude. Both fucking peak, bro. Like,
bro.
they're all peak. Dragon Ball
All
Z,
of
all
them
three of those arcs,
peak,
literally
bro.
all of them,
Yeah, bro. It's
dude.
still.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a comeback soon. All right, talking about. Who's crazier, Reverse Flash or Joker? Most continuity's Joker.
Reverse.
Um,
Oh,
Reverse Flash though. Here's the thing about him. He, I don't think Joker. Does he have a vendetta against Batman? I don't know if that's the best way to put it. He wants to prove Batman wrong. I think Reverse Flash has a vendetta against Barry or Flash. Joker is he wants to prove that everyone can break. And Reverse Flash just wants to inflict suffering on fucking the Flash, you know. Um, they're both pretty chaotic. Um, both some of the most sinister. Joker's probably done worse things on a grander scale, but Reverse Flash has done some pretty fucked up shit
exactly.
too, though. He's done some pretty fucked up shit.
I mean, Joker will do anything just to get to Batman, though, dude.
Yeah,
Or
anything.
Superman.
Yeah,
Anything.
or Superman. He'll
Just,
attack other people, the Justice League, just to prove Batman wrong. That's how like much of a villain he is. Yeah. Um, let's see. Thoughts on the CW Flash TV show? I actually haven't seen much of it, but I heard it's pretty good. I think. I think that's what I heard at least. At least the early Flash seasons.
I've checked it
Uh,
out.
yeah. Where does Homelander scale in JJK? He would
Ooh, that's a
defeat
good one.
most. He would defeat most. I think he'd probably lose to the top guys. Because he Homelander max is city level, and there's guys in JJK verse that are that level. I think there's guys that are around his speed too, because he's around Mach 1, Mach 2. There's guys that fast at JJK, like Reawakened,
Also, you
Toji,
know?
I think, yeah, Choso,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think, obviously Gojo, obviously Sukuna, Maki Reawakened, where she stated to be equal to Toji. That I think she might actually be Homelander. The only thing about Homelander is he could fly. His physical durability is probably above them. Maybe their curse techniques could do some damage though. Like I think domain expansion of some of the most powerful ones, like Sukuna and Gojo, might hurt him. I think Infinite Void
Really.
would kill Homelander if he's hit with Gojo's Infinite Void domain expansion. It would like infinitely input information into his brain, and I think it'd like fry his shit and he'd die. There's a few people. Not most people would lose to him though. Like the obviously like mid tier people, lower tier get slammed. Like, but the upper tiers would either give him a tough fight or beat him. Um, the top guys like Gojo and Sukuna and guys like that would probably beat him. The Rock sadly made a return to WWE. Really? He's been in WWE forever, huh? Like since the '90s, I think.
Like,
But
he would be Toto, you would say, right? I think
yeah,
like
yeah, he'd be
that'd be
Toto. First grade sorcerer.
like a
Yeah,
good
he'd
like
probably.
threshold. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
think he'd be Toto. I think he probably would be most, if not all, first grade sorcerers. He'd struggle with like special grade people, but yeah, first grade. I think he'd beat all of them, honestly. His scaling, his durability, his AP stuff like that. His laser vision.
Abilities.
Yeah, his
Exactly. Yeah.
abilities. Yeah, he'd probably beat most of them. Sukuna and guys like that, he might lose, but yeah, most people he'd beat. He'd be like an upper tier JJK combatant. He'd be like upper tier. Like he'd definitely be special grade. Like a special
I
grade
can see
tier.
Toto doing some work on him low key with the teleport and just like
Low
out of
key,
nowhere. Smack. You
there's
know what
one
I
thing we
mean?
can't
Like
say. Toto's a way better combatant skill wise. Like Homelander can't box for shit.
absolutely.
So low key he might box his ass up. Low key. Black Flash, teleportation, his intelligence, you know, like that shit might
Black
piss
Flash
him.
would fuck him up, dude.
That
Honestly,
might
it
actually
would.
hurt him. Yeah, that shit low key might hurt him. Because I think Toto fought Sukuna for a little bit and actually was like not competing, but like was a threat, I guess, if Sukuna allowed it. So
Kind
that's
of holds
something.
him off,
Yeah,
low key,
that,
like
that's
Orange
something.
Piccolo.
Yeah, low key. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Orange Piccolo. Yeah, literally, he'd be like an Orange Piccolo. Um, I've been missing your streams, bro. What's going on, Raspberry Shamba? Obito's Mangekyo Sharingan is the most OP Mangekyo Sharingan. Arguably, you could say Shishui's. Well, Obito's obviously the most
uh,
reusable, but the most OP. You have to have the speed to use it. He just happens to be fast as shit, so obviously he's like a perfect candidate for it. But
yeah.
it's pretty cracked MSs. I mean, Tsukiyomi, um, obviously Kodo,
But, yeah.
um, Madara. I mean, we don't know Madara's, but you know, it's up there though. Conway's one of the best MS abilities, that's for sure. Tyson versus Paul coming soon. I'm a bit a big bag on Jake. Here's the thing about Mike Tyson, and I think most casual viewers don't see this. There's a reason why he only posts 2 second clips at a time of his training. I don't think he has obviously 60 years old, so he doesn't have what he once had physically. He can post a 3 to 5 second clip of him like destroying a fucking bag, but he can't post sparring footage. He can't post a whole round. There's a reason he's not doing that. More than likely because he lacks what he once had. I mean, any man at 60 is not going to be the man they were at 30. It's just that fucking simple. Um, I just wish he wasn't fighting. Honestly, I think he already
Yeah.
made his legacy. Jake Paul is just doing it for a bag and to look good because he has the name he has. Mike Tyson is a fucking monster. The legacy is one of the biggest in boxing history. But Jake, business wise, that's smart. He's old and he'd make a shit ton of money, and it's going to be on Netflix. So it is what
Weird
it
fight
is.
though, man. It
Yeah,
really
man,
is.
like
No one
that's
takes it
fucking crazy.
seriously.
Nah,
It's just for
no one.
entertainment.
Most people are not going to even like care if he beats Tyson. Most people are probably expecting it. Yeah.
Yeah,
H-
absolutely.
how do Indra and Ashura compare to characters like 8 Guy, Jubito, Jubidara, Six Blood Naruto, and Sasuke? Hagoromo stated that when Jubidara had, I believe, one or two, he was approaching his own power.
It
So
was
that means,
maybe
yeah, I think it
two,
was two. I think it was two.
maybe.
So that means Indra and
Yeah,
Ashura would lose to characters that are two-eyed Madara, two-eyed Jubidara or above. They would lose to them. Hege Guy would beat them. More than likely. More than likely. Um, Six Pass Naruto and Sasuke would beat them. Jubito would
it's
lose to
like
them, but Jubito would
yeah,
lose to them.
guy,
Yeah.
guy would fuck up Jubito. Honestly, I
Yeah,
think
facts.
Jubito and Ashura they're kind of like on a similar ballpark in terms of like prowess in a
Facts.
way.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Because
are.
Obito only got like a fraction of the Ten Tails real potential. Honestly,
Yeah,
so
he did. Yeah,
I think
Ashura. That's
honestly,
a good
yeah, I think
comparison. Yeah,
Ashura is probably stronger than Jubito to be honest,
I'd
dude.
say
I don't know.
so.
I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say he's probably stronger. I think Hagoromo chose him as the chosen one. Like to inherit his abilities and then the power that he possessed. So he probably is stronger than the Jubito at the very least. And then Indra would obviously help him a lot to fucking fuck up Jubito. So um,
yeah.
yeah. Really enjoyed the last vid, although it was hard to hear as a Itachi Glazer that he loses. Hey, I'm an Itachi Glazer too, dude. It was hard for me. I was trying when I was making the video. I was like, please, there has to be something, man. He's fucking losing all of these, but it is what it is. I had to be
Makes
objective.
sense.
Me and
Yeah.
Sage, low key, are Itachi Glazers. We both love Itachi, but I mean, we had to be objective. So shout out to the boy. I wonder what Payne is doing in heaven right now. He's probably hanging out with his boys, Yahiko, and the Rain Village friends and shit.
Raya, yeah. Having a good old
Jiraiya,
time.
probably hanging out with them, with Conan. Yeah.
Oh
Probably
yeah,
with Obito. I mean, I don't know if Obito went to heaven in the end, but maybe he's hanging out with Obito. Maybe they made amends or some shit. You know.
probably
Um,
not, dude.
Probably not. That shit that's fucked up, low key. Um, the writers in Boruto have set themselves up to justify almost a potential retcon by claiming it was the Otsutsuki's tampering with humanity's memories. Oh yeah, with the whole Koji Kashin can see the future, and that's a Shinjutsu. It's a possible safety blanket. Like any inconsistency now, they could say, "Oh well, the Otsutskis manipulated history" or some shit. Yeah, that's true to an extent. I don't think they'll do that because then the fucking manga would be a goddamn mess and nothing would be real. So I doubt they'll go
That's
that
true.
far with it because I'll be like, "What the fuck are we reading now?" But yeah, that is theoretically true though. Did you see the new Bleach episode that released today? There's a new episode
Oh,
today.
it came out today. Oh
Oh
shit.
shit! I didn't know it was today. I have to watch that shit
Oh
ASAP.
brother. Uh,
ASAP.
I gotta watch
God
that and the
damn.
Joker ASAP, bro.
Facts, bro. I didn't know it was today. I
Woo,
thought it was
shit's
like
gonna
later
be
on in
fire.
October. Fuck, man.
That's sick. I know,
That's
me
crazy.
too.
I have to see that, bro. Definitely.
I
Well,
need to catch
definitely,
up on One Piece too.
bro. I need to. I've low-key been slacking on One Piece. I'm like, they're at the Grand Line. They got swallowed by that fucking big ass whale. They got introduced to that crime syndicate with like number zero, number one, all those people.
Isn't
Um,
that whale that has like a huge ass scar on his eye or
yeah,
like
that big ass
birthright?
whale. What was his fucking name?
Yeah,
I
okay.
forgot his fucking
I
name.
starts with B. I
Like
forgot.
Bubba
Yeah.
the Whale or some shit. I forgot his fucking name, but some shit like that. But yeah, they're taking the Princess of Alabasta back to the kingdom. Um, Luffy fucking slammed number five or some shit. I was like, God damn! Like they slam. I thought he was gonna be a threat to Luffy. Beat the fuck out of him. Zoro too. Um, they're fucking cracked. They're getting stronger and stronger. That's for sure. Like those guys are not a
Yeah.
threat to him. I think they're
As long
fighting
as
number two or some shit now. Number three or number two or some shit. I think that's where I'm at.
interesting.
Um, I forgot what his name was. There's so many fucking names, but um,
I forgot
he's
which
pretty.
organization they're from as well.
Yeah, I forgot the
Those
name of it.
guys.
And then I saw number zero, like he was talking on the phone to somebody. He's like apparently like the strongest.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see how strong he is. I'm kind of curious to see that. Maybe he fucking scraps his Luffy or some shit. That'd be low key lit. Um,
That's sick, dude.
yeah, I'm fucking with it though. I'm fucking with it. Alabasta. I heard the Alabasta arc, whatever that is, when that starts. I heard it's like one of the
Alabasta.
very best. Alabasta. It's like one of the very
Yeah.
best in One Piece. So I'm actually looking
Are
forward
you
to that.
watching? Or are you
Yeah.
just manga starting?
Oh yeah, I'm watching. I definitely want to
Oh,
watch this
lit.
and kind of like it's. I think it'd be more of a chore if I had to fucking read like hundreds of fucking chapters and shit. So
I would say, dude, I think the animation back then was really fucking something to
yeah,
appreciate too,
I
man.
really like
So
it.
that's cool.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
peak so
that's sick
far.
for sure.
Definitely sick. Yeah. What's your top five Super Saiyan transformations? Number one, Super Saiyan. I think we can all agree with that. Super Saiyan one. Um, Super Saiyan. I really like Super Saiyan 2 Rage. Like we've seen variations. Obviously, the most famous is Gohan versus Cell. Trunks had a Rage form. I don't think that was two though. I think it wasn't two. He would get like buff and shit against uh,
It
second form.
was like ascended. It was like an
Ascended, right?
ascended two form,
Yeah,
but that
yeah,
but
something like
he got
that.
brought up to god level of that shit, bro. Like,
Yeah, literally, I was like, what the fuck?
yeah,
But yeah, I really like Ultra Instinct a lot. Um, I really like, honestly, I like Ultra Ego a lot. I know it's not animated yet, but I really fuck with Ultra Ego. It's pretty fire.
oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
shit is clean. It's gonna be clean as fuck when they animate that shit. I know that as a fact. Um,
Uh,
Maybe Mystic Gohan.
Um,
I mean, is that a Super Saiyan transformation? I mean, I don't know, but
I mean,
I f-
uh,
fucked with it though.
it's a weird one. I guess
Yeah,
you could say it is a rendition of.
like a
I'd say
rendition.
my top five would definitely be like Super Saiyan one. Number
Yeah.
two would probably be Super Saiyan 4. Actually, no, Super
Oh
Saiyan
yeah, Super
3
Saiyan 4. That one's pretty fire. Yeah.
and 4, and then um, Saiyan 2 Gohan, of course, and then number
Fire. Yeah.
5. I'm gonna go with Grade 2 Super Saiyan Trunks, dude. Like Cell Arc,
That was
bro.
pretty
That's like
fire.
hell. That shit
Yeah.
was sick,
That
bro.
shit was fire.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, like it was pretty fire. Grade 2. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Um, Thoughts on X Tentacion? Dude, honestly, I think he was one of the rare guys that could have he could have surpassed Drake. I'm not gonna lie. I think he had the potential to surpass Drake, like number wise. He was that good, that talented. his versatility. He could, make a bop. He could make like a more chill song and it would still slap. Like he was very, very talented, very talented. Um,
Did you see that guy? He posted a video. It was like he's doing a live stream, right? He just
yeah.
posted an old video of X doing a stream, and people thought it was actually X streaming, and so they're
What the
donating hell of
fuck?
money and shit.
Oh my
I
god, that's insane,
was like,
dude.
bro, people
What
are
the fuck?
stupid as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
is so
yo,
dumb, bro. What the fuck? You think he's alive?
he's
Like,
just getting hell of money.
oh my god. That's so fucked up.
Uh,
Um,
I
any One
know.
Piece updates? Yeah, I think I'm near the Alabasta arc. Alabasta, whatever it's called. I think I'm getting close. Because they're trying to take the
I just,
princess to Alabasta. That's
yeah.
where I'm at. Um,
Who of the crewmates' like arcs have you been through? I think you said you're going through Nami's
yeah,
arcs or something, or
I went through Nami's, Sanji's, obviously Zoro's at the
you've already done
beginning.
Sanji's.
Yeah, Sanji's. I've already done that. I've already done, um, what's his fucking name? The guy with the big nose,
Usopp.
Usopp. Yeah, I've been through his
Usopp.
arc. Yeah, Usopp. Yeah, with the
Okay.
guy that when Luffy fought that one dude with the fucking glasses that had like that weird ass fucking power.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah,
I saw
Buggy.
that part. Yeah, that dude was kind of low key, kind of cold, but Luffy took him out. Um, him, and then what other moments? So yeah, now they fucking went to the Grand Line. Um, oh, before that they
What about
helped out some.
Chopper?
Yeah, they
I
helped a
haven't seen
little
Chopper yet.
girl. Chopper? I don't think so. Chopper
Okay,
doesn't sound
gotcha.
familiar
Okay.
yet. Yeah, they helped that little girl prior to reaching the Grand Line. That little girl that like was captured by the Marines.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Uh-huh.
they helped her, and then they scrapped with that Luffy went off in that part. He like fucking fucked up a shit ton of Marines in that one. He got like
Yeah.
bloodlusted. Oh, because they were helping that dragon because she was like really close to that dragon that was like sick or some shit. And when they like
Wait,
attacked
have
the
you done?
dragon,
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, they attacked the fucking dragon. Luffy got bloodlusted and like took out a whole fucking fleet basically of
Oh
fucking Marines.
shit.
I was like, God damn, bro, he's cooking. Yeah,
Yeah,
he fucking
merciless.
him and Zoro were cooking in that. Like they fucking cooked. I was like, damn, bro, this shit is crazy. But
Fuck.
um,
Sky
yeah,
Island. I can't wait till you start seeing. Have you seen that yet, or?
I don't think so. Not, I don't think I've seen that yet. At least I don't remember.
Bruh.
But yeah,
Yes,
I'm
those
excited.
need to watch, dude. Fuck
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
excited about the arcs I've heard are really good, like Alabasta, and what is it, Sky Island or some shit, Skypiea, something like
Uh,
that. I heard those are really good
Marine Forward
arcs.
is really good.
Oh, I
Yeah,
heard
no,
Marine
bro.
Ford is really good too. Those are like the three I've heard of the most. Those three. I hear that those are like really fucking good.
Jeez.
So
That's lit, dude.
yeah, bro, I'm enjoying it though. I like the world building and shit. Yeah, for sure. Thoughts on Daigo Knight? Daigo Knight's a really cool dude. Um, obviously, there's things that we won't agree on as far as like Boruto and shit, but the scaling as well. But he's really cool though, like as a person.
Yeah, super chill.
Super chill. Yeah, we've talked to him. I mean, obviously, you guys have seen us talk to him. He's dope, man. Fuck with him. Seven Deadly Sins is underrated. I've actually never seen it, but I heard it's good.
I think it's
What?
got a good start, man, but I think it falls off pretty heavy towards the end, man. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie. Like
I've
that's
heard
just
of
my
it,
opinion.
but yeah, exactly.
It's cool. Like for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
What do you think of the Akatsuki fighting the Avengers, at least in animation versus animation? You mean like the animated Avengers, like the animated show that came out? Um, so I've seen that show a long ass time ago. I still think, I mean, the strongest is like fucking Thor, maybe. Um, I'd have to go back and watch that show. Honestly, I would lean towards the Akatsuki right now because of hacks. I don't really remember the physical prowess of these people. I don't think anyone was light speed, at least from from what I can remember. And the top of the Akatsuki they are. Honestly, I'd lean towards the Akatsuki with animation versus animation. Obviously, there's comic book version that would fucking destroy the Akatsuki, but as far as like animation,
But
yeah,
the
I'd lean towards
Flash
the Akatsuki.
though, at
Uh,
least.
yeah, perhaps, yeah. Um, but yeah, then in the animation, the Avengers really aren't that impressive, honestly.
Oh, I
So
see. Okay, got you.
yeah,
Yeah, I need to watch that. Definitely.
it was really good though, the show itself. But yeah, like at least from what I remember, I was like young when I watched it. Which Avengers cartoon? There are like three. There is a lot, huh? I'm thinking of like the most famous one. I think it was just called The Avengers or some shit. I don't remember what it was fucking called, but it's a long time ago. Notice I didn't hear Super Saiyan God. It's not a top five transformation. It's not. That's why.
It's not though, dude. It's
Yeah.
not, bro.
It's
Yeah.
like it's kind of just there, honestly. It's not really like a
I like
thing.
Gotenks' transformation more than that, to be honest, dude. Like,
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, yeah.
honestly, yeah.
It's just not that memorable. Yeah. When I was just joining this live, I was going to ask a question, but I didn't know you watched DBZ, so I like who's a better character, Vegeta or Sasuke? A better character? They have different mm, pros and cons. I think Vegeta has a better ideology than Sasuke. Like his mindset, his conviction. I think he takes it. As far as overall character, I mean, Sasuke just more well written probably than Vegeta.
Yeah,
There's more
I'd
depth to
say
him.
so.
Yeah, there's more
Yeah.
depth, and Vegeta's my favorite probably besides Itachi. He's my favorite anime character. But yeah, Sasuke's better written if I'm being like objective, more intricate, um, more depth to him. There's more depth to him as a character. So, but I
Way more
really like
depth, dude.
Vegeta. I really like Vegeta, but yeah, I have to be honest though. Did you see the Minecraft movie trailer? I think I did. Forgot about it. Like what happened to it, but I think I like scoped past it. Do you think Hashirama could take on a Ten Tails by himself? No. I don't think
I
he
mean,
would.
if he was able to like absorb Kurama's chakra and maybe utilize that towards like attacks and something,
Yeah.
I mean, he might be able to
It's
siphon like the tail beast out of the 10 tails, perhaps.
uh
That would be his
yeah,
only way.
that'd be the only way. Yeah, like obviously combat wise he get fucked up, but
Yeah, yeah, of course.
yeah, it would have to be like his ability to like sedate Bijou would be by far his best option. If it works, if it's enough. The
That
Flash,
Crimson Barrier would do nothing against the 10 tails, bro.
hell no.
Honestly,
It wouldn't shit. Yeah, it wouldn't do shit.
nothing.
Are there any non-Uchiha or six-pass characters that can break out of Tsukuyomi? Non-Uchiha or six-pass characters? So non-six-pass characters? I don't think so. A Renegon. There's the argument that Renegons are superior dojutsu, so maybe you could argue theoretically Pain could. Someone like
That's a
Pain or
6 pass ability,
oh, that
honestly,
is a
with
six-pass
having
ability
that.
though, huh? Yeah. Honestly, probably
So
not. I don't know if anyone
I
could
I
break
did
out.
watch this like I was like this weird short about like Minato could possibly get out of Genjutsu's. Even this, obviously this is like some fucking fan lore, but like
Yeah.
obviously he can use the flying Raijin without like a hand symbol. Thing is, I
No,
don't think he can
yeah.
can't rationally like think of utilizing that ability when he's underneath like something like Tsukiyomi, right? Where it's like
Uh,
completely mind warping and controlling your every action and thought. Like I think he could from some Genjutsus, but like Tsukiyomi, like you just asked in particular, it's just way too broken of a Genjutsu to really break out of unless you have six path prowess or something, bro.
yeah, I
Like it's
doubt
just
it. Yeah, I don't think Minato
too
would break out of
impressive.
Tsukuyomi. Yeah, I doubt he would break out of
Yeah.
something as potent as Tsukuyomi. Um, that's why more than likely he wouldn't. So I don't think there is anyone,
Yeah.
honestly, that's not an Uchiha and doesn't have like six pass dojutsu.
Ramen
Honestly.
guy?
Oh, the ramen guy is the only guy that would break out. The ramen guy, the only one.
Yeah.
He's omnipotent. That's it.
Facts,
Um,
facts.
the Flash would be a fucking problem on his worst day against the Akatsuki. Yeah, Flash is fucking dude. He's fucking beyond like
Yeah,
immeasurable
dude.
speed. Yeah, they would have never see him. I mean, you can't fight him. We can't fight what you can't see. Um, have you ever thought about scaling characters directly from the Naruto games? I have, but there's so much shit like inconsistencies and stuff that you could, but I don't.
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah, I don't
neat.
tend to do that. Yeah, like if you're being like trying to wank people, you can make Conan like above Sasori with the game when she like fucking recruits him and beats his ass in the game, but I don't use that. It's not canonical, so.
Just be
Um,
Sweet Susano
oh yeah,
instead.
Sushi having a Susanoo and shit like that. Yeah, nah. What are your thoughts on the current state of Vegeta's character in DBS? I'm liking his direction because he's finding his own path as a combatant. Like I think he saw Goku's development. He saw how he attained power, and it was through like gracious technique and fine tuning of abilities. Not to say Vegeta doesn't do that too, but his nature is more ferocious than Goku's. It's more tenacious, and because of that, he more so he tends to parallel more God of Destruction, which is why he would he's had those conversations with Beerus. He's like, hey man, I'm different. Like, what do you have? And even Beerus is like, hey, I could teach you. And that's Ultra Ego, because he more so fits those characteristics, more aggression, more ferocious, more ferocity. Goku is more gracious, like an angel. Like he more so parallels their characteristics. They're more calm, more graceful. So I'm liking the differences between the two now, especially now. Even the variabilities they have illuminate their differences as combatants. He's more aggressive. He taps into his inner Saiyan more often than Goku, even personality wise. So I'm liking the direction that they're taking him in. And I'm glad he's like achieving these levels of power in his own way. He's his own man. So I like the direction they're going with him. Uh, One thing I like what Naruto did that I wish DBZ did was Naruto was not scared to let go of the past because Naruto changed clothes over time. I like Goku's training suit in DBZ. I wish they kept that. Oh, and DBZ, like the orange. Yeah,
Yeah,
want that?
yeah, it was cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, of
Yeah, definitely iconic, obviously. But yeah,
course.
1,000 arms can move on its own while he uses Deep Force. What about that? This is the amount of
Yeah, Ten
AP
Tails.
against the Ten Toes, man. Like if he shoots a fucking Bijou bomb at him, I don't know if he could stop it. I don't know what he could do. Directly at him, I don't know. Like I think he'd
Yeah,
fucking die. Yeah, honestly,
that's tough.
it's a lot of fucking
Tough.
power. Yeah. I feel like the X-Men, Avengers, and Justice League in animation can't handle the Akatsuki. Even Superman is best in animation has a hard time. Now, as far as all the animations I know of, the most cracked version of Superman, um, maybe maybe Planetary. At that point, maybe he could beat them. Avengers, there's not very many of them. There's movies and shit too. Um, X-Men in the movies, I haven't really seen many, animated wise.
Anything
I
about
think they're,
Planetary, especially.
yeah, Justice League. I think you can get them to Planetary, like guys like just like fucking Batman and I mean Superman and shit. I think you can get them. Also, Flash. Um, there is an episode where he like I mean, he travels time, and there's nothing that Akatsuki could fight. He can go back in time and kill all of them before they're fucking like 5 years old. That's how fucking powerful he is because of his speed. Um, so there's versions of the Justice League I think that would beat the Akatsuki, but as far as the Avengers and X Men, I don't know. I'll have to watch. I haven't seen as much of them animated wise, but I doubt it. Yeah, yeah. Did you see KSI's hand injury? He needs surgery or he can't fight. Really? Who's he fighting again? I
I
don't even know.
don't know what
Didn't know he
happened.
had a fucking fight. Um, Isn't like KSI and Mr. Beast and all that getting a bunch of shit for something? I'm not sure why. They're like selling
Mr.
something.
Beast got a lot of shit. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened with
I
that.
forgot. I don't even know
Yeah.
why. I think they're like trying to sell something and people are mad at him for it. I don't even know why, but and you can't tell me otherwise 6 puppets while controlling the rain in the village and most likely a couple of other little things going on while he's taking these battles on. What are you talking about? It's not even the Renegon superior argument, it's just Nagato himself has better tracking control than any Sharingan user outside probably Madara, on top of his dojutsu being far superior. The argument of whether the Renegon could be immune to Genjutsu and stuff like that is still like an ongoing thing.
Not
Um,
conclusive
yeah,
at
it's not
all.
conclusive. What if Nagato was able to use the Sharingan as well? Shit, man. I mean, it honestly benefit him. I mean, here's the thing: it's very beneficial if you're an individual that uses physical prowess. I guess it would help his paths have better like reaction and shit like that. But then you
I
have to
don't
argue.
know.
You have to argue, does the Sharingan provide better physical prowess, like amplification, than the Rinnegan? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think
Um,
so.
yeah,
I tend to
I rem-
think not, honestly. And I feel
and
like
then
Nagato should like he should really
yeah,
hone in on a unique Rinnegan like a dojutsu like Madara had with the Rinnegan. Like he should really have something like that to like because like all the Sharingans have an MS ability, right? Like Nagato needs his Rinnegan like MS ability, if you will. You know what I mean? That would make
yeah.
him like more broken for sure.
I think an argument to say that it doesn't. is when Obito said, I tried to use both Rinnegan, but I couldn't handle it. So he's like implying, oh, it's better to have two than have the Rinnegan and the Sharingan. So yeah, it'd probably still be better to have both Rennegans. If you can handle it, of course.
Yeah.
Hawk Girl from the Justice League show deflected a laser cannon with enough power to destroy a planet. I'm not surprised, bro. Not surprised.
Electric
Nagato,
Girl.
yeah,
That's
Hawk Girl.
crazy.
Hawk Girl's kind of, I mean, yeah, she's powerful. Nagato wicked when you think about it. He was wasting chakra while wasting chakra. Yeah, and I mean, he was flexing during the pain arc. He was purposely like flexing his power, trying to show off and like
Yeah.
scare everybody. Um, KSI's next opponent is Amir Khan. Oh, that's right. I forgot he's fighting Amir Khan. Yeah. Amir Khan's a lot. I mean, he's obviously, he was a world champion, but he's a lot smaller than KSI, and he's a lot older now too, and he's been retired for a while. Um, that would be a decent win. I mean, he was a fighter. He's not old as shit like Tyson or anything. He's probably in his what, late 30s, early 40s, maybe. He's not old as shit. He's a lot smaller than
Retirement
KSI.
age.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a decent opponent, I guess. Better than fucking Mike Tyson, who's like 60. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely more
Seriously.
respectable. The amps you get with the Renegon, it's the highest evolution, so they'll get better similar amps to EMS as far as precog. That's actually debatable, but I mean, overall, it's better. Uh, can Byakugan users break out of Genjutsu? No, I don't think so. I don't believe
Not
so.
inherently.
Yeah, not
Not just by
inherently.
having the Byakugan. Yeah.
Yeah, so um, yeah, no, I don't believe so. Did Sasuke use the CM2 chakra to break out his Tsukiyomi because it looks like that's what happened, or was it his Sharingan? Most likely his Sharingan. Also, you can argue Itachi let him break out because he wasn't trying to kill him or take his fucking eye. So there's that
Yeah,
too.
there's no way.
Yeah,
No way,
no.
dude. Sasuke broke
Um,
out of that on his own.
yeah,
Absolutely
no.
not.
Itachi wasn't gonna kill him, so he was gonna do something to like not eliminate him. So, um, but yeah, so yeah, it probably was maybe the Sharingan helped, or maybe Itachi just did everything on his own. I don't think CM2 chakra inherently helps you break out of stuff. Why do your and Six's stream starts at the same time so often? I don't know. Is he streaming right now, or I didn't even know that. Shout out to Six. I didn't
Been
even
like
know
this for a
he's.
minute though.
Uh,
You know?
but we've
Yeah.
been doing Saturdays for fucking years though, yeah, since we were like years ago. But I think Six is streaming more now. I do notice that like more often. But he streams like multiple times a week, right? I think he streamed like a couple days ago too. Shout out to Six though.
Yeah, shout out to
Um,
6, bro.
yeah, for sure. It's good that he's streaming. They're actually pretty entertaining when he streams. Um, I'm saying Nagato's range jutsu is always running his chakra rods and the summons and the Koski uses. Oh, I see what you're
Yep.
saying. I mean, he has such a plethora that, I mean,
He's
he's
also
still,
like constantly getting chakra from like the Geto statue as well.
yeah, as well.
Infinite
So
supply.
it's a strange, like, relationship he has with that statue and stuff. So I'm saying Nagato's range. Oh, I just read that. Amir Khan is 37, same age as Usyk and Bud Crawford. He's still relatively young. In boxing years, that's old, but
Yeah.
most pound for pound fighters stay elite until the late 30s. I don't know about that. Most pound for pound. Oh, pound for pound. Even that's arguable. The greats do, and some of the greats don't. Look at Muhammad Ali. He fell off a cliff skill wise because of his age. So not all of them, but
Dude, what do you
um,
think about Chandler versus Oliveira though, bro? That's gonna be a good ass
whew,
fight, man.
I think we saw how the first one went. He almost beat Oliveira, and then
Yeah.
Oliveira capitalized because he survived. Man, Chandler's getting older, so that is working against him. He hasn't fought, I think, since he lost to
The
Poirier, I
beginning.
think. Yeah, or Gaethje, one of those fights. But so it's been a while. Oliveira is still relatively young, like early 30s. You could argue he's still improving. I would lean towards Oliveira still, but someone that's a firecracker like Chandler can at any moment take you out. Power wise, stuff like that is very explosive. I would lean towards Oliveira still. He's just more well rounded than the guy. Um, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Chandler won though. He has the talent for it. Um,
Knockout power. Yeah.
yeah, and the power. The wrestling. He never uses that for whatever reason, but he's a very good wrestler as well. I could see why he wouldn't use it here because Oliveira is a fucking dangerous assassin when he's on the ground. Like his jiu-jitsu is like off
Especially.
the charts. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
dude.
Chandler might have to keep his standing. Probably would be his best bet, but that's I'm interested to see that card for sure. Or to see that
Can't
fight rather.
wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be fire. Um, let's see. The data book do state that Sasuke broke free of Tsukuyomi due to his master of the Sharingan. You could state that was only stated to not give away Itachi was undercover though. So I mean,
Yeah, I take
data
that as
books.
a grain of salt.
It's like when it said that Happy Sasuke is greater than the Akatsuki, but then the scene it's showing on the data book is when Toby was hit by quote unquote hit by him when obviously he didn't die at all. He was calm weighted. So data books aren't like hyper literal in every statement. A lot of them are for lore. A lot of them are hyperbolic, and some of them are
Yeah,
true. Some of the
that
statements
too.
are true, but you got to look at the context.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, would you rather lose a football match 8-2 or 7-0? You mean like soccer? I'm assuming. Um,
You can
7-0
see,
seems
sir.
just more embarrassing. At least you scored something. 8-2. You got like two
Yeah,
goals in. But fucking 7-0 getting fucking swept like that. I feel like that'd be more embarrassing. Um, 8-2 still
that's
you
right.
got your ass whooped, but still at least you scored something. Yeah. So I'd probably say 8-2. Yeah. Um, what episode does he get chakra from the ghetto statue? I need to watch that. It's kind of like an implied thing because he's it's like a part of him. So from the very moment that the fucking ghetto statue almost he summoned that shit, almost killed Hanzo. It's like a part of him. Part of the Renegon ability is that you have like this weird relationship with the ghetto statue. So
Yeah, like when we saw him in the tree when Naruto finally found him, all the way up there,
yeah,
like hiding, like you literally see him in the fucking ghetto statue, just hyping it. You see him in multiple instances.
yeah,
Just old, feeble, using the tree as like a life support, if you will.
yeah. It's a
So
weird thing. Yeah. Um, what are your thoughts on Sukuna's conclusion as a character? I mean, here's one thing I knew was gonna happen. You're not gonna talk him out of it. Sukuna is a very strongly convicted man, or curse rather. So you weren't gonna talk him out of it. Like there's that chapter where Yuji tried to do that. I think they were like in his subconscious or some shit. And he's like, hey, all these people matter, and we're more than just vessels. And at the end, Sukuna's like, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna kill all your friends. Like he didn't give a shit. So obviously, I don't mind the conclusion to him. I don't mind that. The way in which he was defeated was low key disappointing, high key, but his conclusion's fine. Like you have to take him out. There's no way to stop him. You're not gonna stop him by talking him out of it. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. His conclusion's fine. The way he was defeated wasn't fine. It was kind of disappointing, but yeah. Who do you
imagine
have
if
winning?
Aizen was defeated by just talking him out of
Oh
things,
hell
like how
no.
lame that would be.
Yeah, that'd be really lame. Yeah. Who do you
Yeah.
have winning? Better Beav or Bivol? Um, this is what I'll say about that fight. I think Bivol is more technically sound than Better Beav. I think he's a better boxer skill wise than Better Beav. Better Beav is a powerhouse. Obviously, every professional bout he's had has ended in a fucking knockout. So that power is going to be a problem for Bivol. Bivol's going to have to be very disciplined. Use that Soviet style to like stay in range, get out of range, stay in range, get out of range. If he gets in a slugfest with Better Beav, he's fucked. He's losing that. This isn't Canelo. This is a legitimate natural 185er. Canelo's not. He's a smaller man. So I think it's relatively competitive though, because Better Beav has had much experience in the amateurs as well. They almost have the same record in the amateurs, and they almost have the same amount of fights. But I'll lean towards Bivol. I think he's been more tested than Better Beef, in my opinion. Um, but damn, it's close, man. That's a damn close fight. A damn good one too. So can Pain beat the full Ninetales that attacked the Leaf? Yes. He could seal the Ninetales probably. What happened to my son Rock Lee in Shippuden? Why did he not have any big moments? It's just there was nothing left for him. His peak was the Chunin exams. To that, Kishimoto didn't seem to have any plans for him, unfortunately. I think the suit that Goku Vegeta fight Golden Frieza in is better than their original suits. I forgot what they wore in that movie. It's been a while. I just they're answering
Yeah,
all
I'm gonna look that up right
questions.
now, actually.
Yeah, even though even when you thought I was talking about Naruto using Genjutsu, I'm kind of asking and telling, but learning either way. No, no problem. Do y'all believe Jada's claims that she was just a good friend of the Tupac?
Hell
Dude,
nah, bro.
Jada is a thought, bro. She was probably getting clapped by Tupac. I'm sorry. Probably getting clapped. The
It's like,
amount that she talks about him, she was
yeah.
getting clapped, bro. He was clapping. Like, more than likely, man. I mean,
I
she's a
don't know.
thought.
Did they know each other for a while? Like, did they go to school or
I
some shit together, maybe, or
That's
something? Because,
some
like, if
weird.
so,
Yeah, I don't know
it's
how
like,
they
for the
knew
most
each other,
part,
but
Tupac doesn't have just like friends, dude.
yeah, I
Just to be friends. Like, yeah.
yeah, facts. He definitely clapped. I'm pretty positive about that. The way she talks about him, she's like infatuated by him. Like, yeah,
Infatuated, man. Enamored.
bro,
Yeah.
like disrespecting Will and shit. Like, bro, yeah, no, bro. I mean, Pac's that guy. He's that guy, but still, like, come on. At this point, I think Jake has been slowly improving his fundamentals while KSI has been inactive. I have to say about he will beat KSI. Oh yeah, Jake Paul beats KSI. I agree with that. He's a better boxer than KSI, no doubt about it. Favorite Mangekyo Sharingan design. I'm an Itachi Glazer, but
Ooh.
Itachi. I'm a Glazer though, so I'll admit it.
You know what a cool one was? What was his dad's name?
Oh, Fugaku.
From the F. Fukaku. Yeah, he had a cool ass
Yeah,
design, man. I'm not
his
gonna
was
lie.
cool. His was really cool and unique though. Yeah, for sure.
Simple but sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely really lit. Really lit. Who's winning, Vegito or Gogeta? Man,
Oh, we've talked about this.
yeah, we've talked about this.
Jito, right? Guitar, earring fusion,
Patara earrings. Yeah,
sustainability.
yeah, I would say Vegito as
Um,
well. Yeah. Um, I believe there's just more benefits to fusing in that fashion.
oh, yeah, because with the dance, like you have to fucking like either lower or raise your energy level in order to
Yeah,
correspond to the other person.
that's to
Someone
be
has to lower
equivalent.
it to a certain degree. But
Yeah,
guitar earring, it's just like, yo, go max. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Use that shit and
it's
let's
like a
get it.
blend.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more optimal fusion. Yeah, because with the Gogeta, you do have to like essentially make your power levels equivalent to properly actually fuse. And there's also more margin for error, like like when they dance incorrectly, they turn into like a fat fusion or like a skinny one and shit. Like with the Vegito fusion with the Potara earrings, it's just direct. It's a very simple prerequisite. Put on the earrings, you fuse. There's no power level equalization or anything like that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Vegito overall is the better fusion. Yeah. Uh, I understand how he got the Renegon at its top evolution, so you couldn't really know if he gets all previous amps, but at the same time, it kind of seems like common sense. Oh, it's stated that the Renegon's the most evolved and like highest form of Dojutsu, that's for sure. It's stated. So
Of the Sharingan. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
over the
Definitely.
Sharingan, yeah. 2024, people still ask if Pain beats a character in Naruto. Like, of course, Pain wins. He's the strongest character in the show. Not the strongest, but he's one of the strongest. Yeah. Bijou
The
Bomb's
show crazy.
Senjutsu. Bijou Bombs? No, they're not Senjutsu. They're
No,
abilities of tailed beasts. Senjutsu is like anything that
nature
it's used
chakra.
by a sage user. Yeah, like Sage Mode Naruto. Anything he does is Senjutsu. Thoughts on the Monsterverse? That's like like Godzilla, right? When I was little, I really liked Godzilla. I've always fucked with it. I used to have a video game on PS2. I think it was like Godzilla War of the Monsters or some shit like that, and it had a shit ton. It had like the whole roster of Godzilla, like the Godzilla characters, like Godzilla, Mayorga, fucking Jet Li or whatever the thing name
Contra.
was. Yeah, Mecha Godzilla, Mothra, Raiden, like all those guys. So I fuck with the Monsterverse. I know there's scaling for it too. Shout out to Sage, he's done a lot of that, I think. So I've never got into like the scaling of it, but yeah, I fuck with it though, for sure. 6 put orange mask Obito below KCM1, white mask Obito below KCM2, and yellow mask above orange and white in a Shippuden. He has to be trolling. I don't think he actually believes that. Yellow mask above both orange
Okay,
and
Sam
white.
one. That's
Yeah, I don't.
crazy.
He's probably. I'm pretty sure he's trolling about the yellow mask part though. I don't think he actually thinks that he's above orange and white mask, but
And an
probably
orange mask
trolling.
too. That's trolling for
Yeah, he's probably
definitely.
trolling with
Yeah.
that. Do you think Goku Black and Madara would agree on the way they see life? Goku Black
No.
was more of a no, yeah, they wouldn't agree. Goku Black like deemed himself superior to humanity. Like he didn't have any empathy for humanity. Madara was more of a realist, but he had empathy for like what humanity endured cyclically, right? Like the cycle of love and hate. Goku Black is more of a honestly more like a psychopath, more like a sociopath. So no, they wouldn't see eye to eye at all on things. Goku Black more so corresponds with Zamasu than anything. So
Yeah, I mean,
um,
Zamasu's reason for like being an antagonist, if you will, in the first place was because of
yeah,
how like mediocre and boring humans or mortals were to her in the first place, which
yeah,
is a pretty meager reason in comparison to what Madara has been
yeah.
preaching
Very
for the whole series. You know,
yeah. Those boys had a god complex. Black Goku Black and Zamasu. Yeah.
uh,
Madara. I mean, you could argue he has a superiority complex, but he wanted to help. Those guys wanted to just erase. Like they didn't give a shit about anyone. Yeah. Um, Only themselves. So Vegeta also drained power
uh,
faster than the fusion death, so Vegeta might have a chance. Vegeta also drains power faster, but I think peak to peak, Vegeta would be stronger. Though that's the thing. So,
I think he only drains
Jubito,
power faster because like he's like in the feats as Vegeta, he's like in blue and stuff, right? That's way
yeah,
more stronger than we can like rationally say than Super Saiyan 4 fusion, right? Like it only
yeah,
makes sense.
exactly.
So it's like the more power you exert, the lesser time you have. But it's actually a good thing for Vegeta to have in the first place,
Yeah,
right?
agreed. Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah.
What's going on? Inclusive. Jubito fight Sasuke versus KCM2 Minato. Jubito fight Sasuke versus KCM2 Minato. Minato's scaling is, I mean, I think most people tend to, they kind of conclude that he is relative to Naruto, like movement speed, things of that nature. It's a hard one to kind of conclude on scaling wise. Mm, I might lean towards Minato. KCM2 Minato. That's a tough one. It's just his scaling is very ambiguous. He's in the days and shit like that because of Obito being the enemy when he finds out. There's a lot of factors to his scaling that make it kind of intricate. You know?
Well,
uh,
KTM went to Naruto, like Hashirama was like, man, he's like approaching my past power, and
Facts.
then
Yeah.
Hashirama also said that Jubito is like even stronger than I am.
Yeah.
And Inato's in a very similar ballpark to KCM2 Naruto, like you just said. So, I mean, rationally, just going off of like feats and implications made off of like worthy people, I would say Jibito just probably has a better scaling. Um,
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. I
yeah,
think.
as long as
Yeah.
he's
That's probably what
mentally
I said.
competent, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So does people think Tendo and Red Hair Nagato are relative to each other in power? Most people do. Full power Tendo, I should say. Or full power Pain, rather. Tendo just has one specific ability. But like the passive Pain and full power, most people tend to believe that they're relative at the very least. Thoughts on Moro from DBS? Good villain. One of the better ones in Super. Um, that's an arc that I'm really looking forward to seeing animated. The Moro arc.
Oh,
Um,
dude, I can't wait.
yeah, that was gonna be fire. Um, are you guys voting? Yeah. Now, as far as the elections, again, for this, second election in a row, the candidates aren't the best. Obviously, I think most people agree with that, regardless of like what side of the political spectrum you are on. But there's flaws with both, so that are pretty apparent with Harris and Trump. But yeah, I mean, probably will vote. You know. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, it's just a really hard time. Like, no matter where we put our vote into, it's like, how much is that really affecting? And like, all of us care about more things other than others, obviously. But
right.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of shit happening not in our own country, but there's still a shit in Palestine. There's still shit in like Ukraine. There's our
Yeah.
involvement. I mean, there's just so much to go over, and it's just kind of like overwhelming.
It's a
What the fuck
lot.
any of us can
Yeah.
do in such a short
Exactly.
time. So yeah,
And their policies are vastly different, obviously. And there's just so
yeah.
like Shinobi said, there's so many intricate issues, both domestically and internationally. Like with Iran, Ukraine, fucking Israel, there's so much shit. It's a hard election. Again, neither candidate is the best, you know. But yeah, it's tough. Definitely tough. Uh, what's good, Jay? What's going on, Harry? What's going on, bud? But if that's the case, we are beyond sleep. What are you talking about? Would you support Trump building a wall? Um, building a wall? Well, when it comes to immigration, I think there should be a balance. Obviously, you shouldn't allow anybody in, because then who knows what could come in, including criminals. But at the same time, I do think there should be a relatively easy way for good, individuals that are morally righteous people to come in. Because I know the process to come in currently is extremely long, like decade plus to like be granted citizenship, which is extensive. But there should be a balance between fairness and security. That's all I'll say when it comes to immigration. A wall, I mean, perhaps when it comes to the Southwest, where there is no border, there should be something there. I mean, so that not anyone can come in, whether it's a wall or a fence or something. That's what I'll say about that.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
just think a wall is a little too much in my opinion.
it's
Like,
excessive.
not only would it
Yeah,
cost like millions, if not billions of dollars to construct, a portion of that money could be allocated towards like more like border enforcement in general. And if people
agreed.
want to
Yeah,
build a tunnel, they're going to build a fucking tunnel anyways, whether or
yeah.
not there's a wall there.
Wall
So,
isn't the
in
most
reality,
optimal. Yeah,
it isn't. We could use that money for so many other things within our nation, including immigration control, with like enforcing better like agencies or manpower throughout our border in general, you know. But
yeah.
I think a wall is just it's a dump of money that is not practical in the
Yeah, it's
grand
not
scheme at
practical.
all.
It's extensive and it's not practical. There are other ways like that technology could provide that would make it more efficient to provide border security as opposed to a fucking wall, like a fucking wall of China that was built like 3,000 fucking years ago. Even though we have much better technology today, it's not practical. It's not. Maybe 3,000 years ago, but not now. So that's
It also
basically what
kind
it
of
is.
like it puts like the sign out there that like we don't like immigration, right? As
Right,
opposed
right.
to like we want to balance immigration. Immigration is like integral towards how our country operates in the first place. But it's like if we put a
Yeah.
wall up there, no one's going to be like feeling welcomed to want
Yeah,
to
I
like come
agree.
into this country in the first
The
place. You know,
optics
it's
of
just a
that,
bad look.
it's like
Yeah,
Chinese with the Mongolians when they built the fucking Great Wall. They did that to like ward them off. Like fuck no, don't come here. But obviously we don't want to give out that impression internationally. Like having fucking giant walls across the fucking Southwest. Everyone in south of the border is gonna be like, what the fuck is that? Like they're like, are we fucking like hostile, fucking eternal enemies to these people? That's what they're gonna think. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
think yeah, as far as optics, it's not the best either. It's not the best decision to make. Building a fucking giant ass wall, So I agree with that too. It's not the best choice, border security wise. It's not. Were you around on Annie Talk in 2021? I wasn't really around, no, I wasn't really on TikTok in 2021. No. I barely use it now. Honestly, I just post content once in a while, but
Yeah, same here, definitely.
yeah. But I know that was like the golden era of anime on TikTok, rather. Not gonna lie, our future's looking pretty grim. Yeah, I mean, with the candidates, it's just the divisiveness, honestly, man. Like politically, in the United States, it's as divisive as it's ever been, ever. Um, Probably the worst since the emancipation, like when slavery was a thing. And thank God, the right people won that one. But I think we're as divided since then, the most we've ever been since then, politically. And it's unfortunate, man. And the reasons are nowhere near as understandable as back then. Obviously, back then, the Union had to fight against the Confederacy. Fucking slavery is awful. Today, it's first world problems, dude, that aren't like extremely like disgusting, like back then. So it's unfortunate, man. It really is. Um,
Yeah, just
and
one quick thing about that. Like, we are so divided, like you're saying, and there are so many elements to like pontificate about, and it's almost seemingly impossible to like be able to like put your energy into all these issues at
really
once, or at
is.
least in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
And so it's just like we're focusing on like our our attention towards like these candidates like Trump and shit for their stupid past. So it's like we literally
we
have
did.
no fucking idea what we're involved with on an international level or
Yeah,
domestically, and none of us have like the willpower to do anything about it, dude. And it
yeah,
takes a huge like catalyst or event to transpire for huge change to actually take event. Right now, we're too oppressed to even like conceive that ideology, and
right.
it's sad, dude. But
Yeah,
it's reality
absolutely.
right now, honestly.
Reality is social media and the internet and both sides of the political spectrum as far as media platforms, they're all pushing like this propaganda for one side or the other, right? And the propaganda has nothing to do with what really matters, like with actual global problems or international or domestic. It's all about who's the bigger piece of shit. Like, oh my God, Trump said this, or Kamala is a horrible DA. Like, bro, none of that shit matters. I mean, obviously it speaks to their
Yeah,
character, but at the end of the day, that's minuscule and trivial to what really matters. Like it's ridiculous. Like that's all the media talks about. Like, oh my God, Kamala's horrible, or Fox talking shit about fucking Kamala, or CNN talking shit about Trump. Like the last thing we should be worried about is that in
nicely.
comparison to the grand scheme of things globally and domestically. It's just a shame, man. It really is, but it's where we are, unfortunately. Honestly, it's just it is what it is. Um, do you think Naruto as a whole is going to end after Boruto ends? Um, I would assume so. I would assume so. Because the Tsuki are like the big bad wolves, you know? Um, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be fucking Dragon Ball Z and go for another 30 years or some shit. We'll see. We'll see. I would assume so, though.
They
I would
should
assume that would be the end.
they should yeah. In terms of like the story progressing, I'd say it's them, but they should make like a story about like what happened before Naruto.
That would
You
be
know what I mean? Just
lit.
kind of
Yeah.
it's that out a little bit. 'Cause that'd be
I
huge,
agree with
bro.
that. Batman said a long time ago, like a Shinobi Legends show or something. That would be lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would cook. Goku Black versus Hit. Goku Black versus Hit. I believe Hit fought Goku at a later stage in his development. So
Really.
I'd probably lean
Yeah.
towards Hit. Yeah, just based off of that. Like the power scaling, the power cliffing. Probably lean towards Hit. Yeah. Where were
Doesn't
we?
Goku Black have like some kind of like time travel ability too, though, as
I
well? So
think
that's actually a
so.
very interesting question.
Yeah.
Yeah. With
He
the
has a
earrings.
weird like time ability that he has. Yeah. Um, power cliffing, like off the top of my head, I would lean towards Hit, but yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree with that. Yeah.
it's a relatively interesting though matchup for sure. Um, Nintendo showed chakra absorption, and yeah, because what he can do, what Nagato could do rather, is put all the abilities into one. He can do that. He could choose how he wants to deal with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if folks think full pains versus full Nagato is beyond, I think that also seems like common sense, but people also skip that. Thoughts on the base Kaba versus Super Saiyan Gogeta trend? Yeah, like the only reason I could see that being a serious conversation is because of the extreme power cliffing. With Super and Kaba being in the Super era, and Gogeta being, current Super Saiyan Gogeta would fucking destroy base Kaba. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
4 would though.
strange. Yeah. Oh, Super Saiyan 4, right? Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, you're talking about that version. If you're talking about current Gogeta, it's not a fucking competition, but that's a weird
Yeah.
conversation that came up, I must say. Weird conversation. We're cooking
Not
IRL
a
though. Let's
fan
get
of
back to
Kaba
yeah.
on a
He
Universe 6 stand.
I like the
Just
moment he
not.
had with Vegeta. Like Vegeta's like, "How dare you almost give up" and shit. Like he's being a mentor, but yeah, he's there's not much to him right now as a character. Hopefully
Yeah. They're
that'll
just like
change.
copycats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like hopefully you get some more development, maybe in the future, Universe 6 and stuff. But we'll see. Yeah. You guys are cooking IRL. Let's get back to that. I mean, we'll talk about that too. I see your point, but it's a couple billions of dollars for a wall. We spend hundreds of billions in the military every year and trillions on social security. The fentanyl crisis was caused by open border. Yeah, I'm not saying I agree with like complete open borders either, but I'm saying there has to be an efficient way to implement border security. Um, I don't think the wall is the best way to do that. I think technological implementations would be better, maybe like drones across the Southwest or something, or some sort of tracking device like implanted throughout the Southwest, something like that's more efficient than just building a fucking wall across the the Southwest. Um, it'd be more efficient, more intelligent as far as optics are concerned. We won't be seen as like the fucking Great Wall of China 2.0, like so. There's a lot of factors to that, including money. Um, what if Hiruzen was U.S.
Yeah, and
president? Oh my God, he's not
oof.
meant. He's not meant to be a leader, dude. He's not. Donzo always influenced his decision making. Hiruzen is not a good leader. He never was. Um,
We
just
already
not.
had Biden, bro.
Yeah, he was Biden, literally, and fucking Donzo would have been like fucking his cabinet or some shit. Literally, he's literally Biden, bro. Just doesn't make decisions for himself. Honestly,
Uh,
what's going on, Jewel? What's going on, bro? He has time
yo,
rings. I don't know about a time ability. I think that's what we meant. Yeah, he has time rings, right? Goku Black,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it's some
Yeah,
accessory that helps in time travel. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
He has a time ring, so either way, Black could change his future or past. Right, right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen that arc, but yeah. Vasto Lord Ichigo versus post-training Thousand Year Blood Ward Byakuya, like the one we seen in the anime. Honestly,
Oh, that's a hard one.
that's interesting. Um, Byakuya fights a
That,
decently high-ranked Quincy, right?
let's
I
see.
believe.
Yeah, I don't know what rank he was though. It's all
Yeah,
arbitrary. I feel like.
that's
Um,
arbitrary. I would say he was nowhere near top three though. And Vassal
no.
Lord Ichigo fights Ulquiorra. I mean, those quits are pretty fucking powerful. Even you don't have to be top three necessarily. Like the one that fought Kenpachi, like that guy was fucking cracked, and he wasn't nowhere near top three. Um,
Literally, dude.
yeah, that guy was like
Yeah.
warping reality. Honestly, probably maybe Byakuya, because that was relatively early in Ichigo's career. He fought Ulquiorra. Ulquiorra's not ass or anything, but I would say higher rank Quincy would defeat Ulquiorra. Um, that's relatively interesting though. It's a relatively interesting matchup. Um,
Quincy's are fucking cracked though, man. Cause
they're
like
fucking
I remember like
monsters.
in the beginning
Yeah,
of like the new like Thousand Year Blood War arc, the lower class Quincy's like putting work on those henchmen that were for Harryville, I believe. Those three
yeah,
chicks. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like they dealt with them like they're nothing.
and they were
Essentially,
lower
those are like
rank.
like
Yeah,
militiamen, if you will. You know what I mean?
fucking
And
crazy.
the Vaster
Uh,
Lordes, like Ulquiorra and them, like yeah, they have like quite a discrepancy in strength as opposed to those three chicks or whatever. But
yeah,
I mean, just thinking about the power Cliffy and the Quincy's, it seems almost astronomical
it
compared
seems
to what I thought
really
they were
large.
capable
Yeah,
of. Yeah, no.
and Byakuya fought a
Yeah, I would say
relatively
Byakuya.
strong one. Yeah, I'd say Byakuya too. I think
Yeah.
Byakuya would beat that version. I believe the Warrant States period is Kishi's trump card. Warrant States period. Oh, as far as like future narrative told, I agree. Yeah, yeah. To be frank, the end of Z is after Super, or GT is after the end of Super. End of Z rather. Huh.
Interesting.
We'll see what happens. What are some broken abilities in Naruto Boruto that has little to no repercussions? Little to no repercussions. Honestly, KCM. I mean, he had so much fucking chakra, man. He was just fucking spamming that shit. Thousands of shadow clones and the AP, the regeneration. There's basically no repercussions. Obviously, Baryon killed Kurama, but before that, I mean, the guy was free reign, man. You know. Aside from
Like
that,
Sage Mode's a broken ability. Like
pretty
there's pretty much
broken.
no repercussions
When you're
at
a
all.
perfect sage like
No.
Hashirama or Naruto was later, yeah, it's pretty fucking cracked, man. Just
And there's no detriment at all.
no
No,
detriment.
like there's
Yeah,
no
no
downside.
detriment. Pretty
Yeah.
cracked. Yeah, that's another good one. Mm, what else would be a good one? EMS. I mean, just Susano forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. There's no
Uh,
drawback at all with
no
that,
drawback
right?
with
Yeah, of
that.
course.
So yeah, those are some of the good ones I'd say. Vassal Lord Ichigo wins over Thousand Year Blood Bakuya. In my opinion, Ulquiorra was stronger than people realize. In my opinion, he was like Aizen's pet project. He was definitely Aizen's pet project, but those fucking Quincy were cracked, man. And the Thousand Year Blood War, they were like just really, really powerful. I didn't expect him to be that strong. Um, you can argue the late DBZ character relative to you overall. In that case, in my opinion, Super Super 4 Gogeta would clap Kaba. If you use the argument that, it's canonical and, Super Saiyan 4 is after Z and Super, then obviously he would destroy Kaba. But
Combo get clapped, dude.
get fucking
For real.
just destroyed. It would have been
Yeah.
close. Ichibei versus FKT
Ooh.
Yamamoto. You mean like Bankai, full power, or
FKT, I don't even know what that is.
yeah,
Um,
full some shit. Honestly, I think Ichibei would beat any version of fucking
Ichibei all
Yamamoto,
day.
bro. Yeah, that guy's fucking a
Yeah.
monster, man.
He is
He's a
so
fucking
cracked, dude.
monster. The leader of Squad Zero, dude, multiversal. Yeah, bro. Nah.
Who's your favorite Squad Zero member so
Hmm.
far?
Honestly, who would it be? Probably.
'Cause I don't know, Ichibei cool and all, but like he
He's
don't got
pretty
that much
cool.
aura, you
Yeah.
know.
Fake car Kurotan Yamamoto. Oh, that Yamamoto. I'd say Ichibei, honestly.
Oh yeah.
But Squad Zero, favorite character in Squad Zero. Damn. Who would be my favorite character, actually? That's a good question. Hmm. Who
I like
would
the
be
guy with
my?
like the fro. I think his name's like Aya Namia or something like that. Like
Oh
the
yeah,
guy who like
yeah.
bleeds himself for like extra power and shit. That guy's pretty sick.
That guy's pretty dope. Let me look at these members real quick. Remember their fucking names. So
Remember his
Tenjiro,
name.
Kirio, the bitch that gets like skinny. Otsu. Oh, I think this is the guy with the fro. Yeah, yeah. Also known as
Otsu.
the God of the Sword. That guy's pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he made the Zanpakuto and shit. Yeah, that guy's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
dope.
that's cold. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. He probably is my favorite too. Either him or that one chick that like showed the
Oh
multiversal
yeah.
feat, Senjumaru
Yeah,
or whatever.
she's
She's fucking
cracked,
cracked,
dude.
bro. Yeah, that's cracked. Damn. Hell, damn near lose half his fan base with that bullshit. Talking about Boruto. Oh, it's got to be because Boruto is struggling to survive and EK is not cooking. Right now, it's not struggling. It's fucking cooking actually, but maybe early Boruto, yeah. What's better between being a Jinchuriki, having Sage Mode, or having the Mangekyo Sharingan? Probably being
With
mm,
stage mode?
having Sage Mode or having the Mangekyo Sharingan. I'd say the Jinchuriki having Sage Mode,
Oh, or does
probably.
this Jinchuriki also have Monk Gecko as an option as well? Because that kind
Or
of
having
changes
the
it up.
Mangekyo. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. So if you're Jinchuriki, you can choose either one. Uh, if it was, I'd probably still say Sage Mode. If it was EMS, then I would say probably the Mangekyo. But I'm assuming you'd still have
I feel
blindness.
like your tail beast could hypothetically like gather then nature energy for you and
Right.
give that
Yeah.
to you with like your attacks while having the MS. In that case, you kind of have like all three. You know, like you're chilling, bruh.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm, let's see.
it's a
Yeah,
hard
that
one
is
though.
true. I'd probably lean towards Sage Mode only because if it's Mangekyo, your eyes start to decline. But
Ah,
um,
true.
yeah.
Yeah,
If it's
yeah.
EMS, I probably would say EMS though. That's the EMS.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah. Um. Also, Yama beat Ewok with Almighty while Ichibei got clapped. That's true, isn't it?
He
Did
didn't
he?
beat Ewok. He beat like a fucking clone. I
Yeah.
mean, like someone who's confident in his edge.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't finished the manga, or not the manga, but the anime yet. So maybe our opinions will change on all
Oh
that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah. Part one was dog
I would
shit.
assume Ichibei doesn't beat Ewok, right? That would make no sense at all. Like
Yeah,
you
that
know.
wouldn't. Yeah. Part one was dog shit, and Boruto's no better. Soruto? Wait, are you talking about part one Boruto? I know you're talking about not Naruto's not dog shit, but part one, yeah, part one Naruto. I mean Boruto wasn't the best, but um, no 1,000 years ago. Oh, you mean in the past when Yama fought Ewok, like in the history?
Oh, got you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thoughts on the Joker 2 movie? So, spoiler alert. Oh shit, I'm not even gonna spoil the plot. Fuck it, I'm not gonna do that. because I won't like say the main things, but I'll say this: the musical aspect of it was oversaturated, certainly oversaturated at points, kind of a nuisance. I could see why Todd Phillips perhaps wanted to go that route because in the first one we had these like moments where soundtrack really like encapsulated the moment, like when when Arthur shot those guys in the subway in the first one, and he's in the fucking bathroom and like the fucking soundtrack plays. It's a very like encapsulating moment, and it kind of like illuminates him kind of embracing this side of him, the Joker, right? This side of him, and that's when he really starts to embrace that side of him. But here it's oversaturated, and at points doesn't even really add to the narrative at all. Honestly, it's kind of a nuisance, like I said. Um, so I think Todd Phillips miscalculated creatively choosing that as an option. I didn't see the necessity for it being that prevalent, or at least so random. Like they're having a fucking conversation and start fucking singing. Like what the fuck is this? It's not necessary. As far as the plot, I mean, the main plot made sense. Arthur's on fucking trial for killing those people. I think everyone could assume that was gonna happen. He's on fucking trial to kill a fuck ton of people in the first one. Um, his like his role in this movie, Harley Quinn's role, it was bizarre. It was bizarre. Harley Quinn wanted to amplify that side of him, and Arthur was kind of in the middle about it at the beginning. Maybe kind of defeated morally, or not morally, but rather spiritually defeated, emotionally defeated, exhausted, um, not really caring what happened to him next. And Harley kind of like reinvigorated that passion to be the Joker and like this movement that he represents in Gotham. Um, I don't really, I didn't really like his direction as the Joker. Like that's not the Joker. I just think like I don't know. I don't like Arthur's progression in this movie, and he just isn't a Joker to me. It was disappointing. The movie had more potential, certainly. The movie wasn't dog shit, but it had so much more potential, so much more. Um, but we got what we got, so fuck it. Um, but I'm gonna make a full video about it, like in depth. I don't want to say too much in depth, and I'm probably a TikTok too about like comparing him to Heath Ledger. But that's my thoughts on it, like in a nutshell. Super, like more superficial. Overall, okay movie. Maybe decent at best. Maybe decent. So,
You think
but yeah.
Joaquin's iteration of Joker per se in this movie was limited by the direction of the
Oh yeah.
producer per se, or director rather?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It was
Okay.
certainly limited. Like whenever he was Joker, he's brilliant. I mean, we saw that in the first one. But yeah, Todd Phillips
Absolutely.
certainly limited what he could have become, like what he could have represented, what he could have illustrated as an actor. But it is what it is. And Lady Gaga is a good actor too. This is a bizarre, like discombobulated narrative. I don't know. It was like
You can get weird really quick, dude.
yeah, it just
For
gets fucking
sure.
weird. The fucking singing and shit. Like, I don't know. Todd Phillips miscalculated. I'll say that creatively, and I think he realizes that. He stated like, "I'm not gonna do any more DC movies." I think he realized like, "Oh fuck, like I probably fucked this shit up." Um, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Though. It's at
Yeah.
best decent.
Sucks.
At best, just being generous. So it's not dog shit, not ass, not the worst movie this year, or anything like that. But it's disappointing. I'll say that. So.
What would you give out of a 10? Honestly.
Mm, 6.5. Probably 6.5 out of
Yeah.
10. Yeah. If I'm being real
Yeah.
generous, 7. That's like the max I'll give it as a 7. If I'm being
That's a
really, really
max.
generous. Yeah, like that's me being really nice about it, and, like ignoring some of the annoying ass singing and shit. Like, yeah, probably a 6.5, 7. The first
I'm
one was
really
like a
not
nine
trying to
and a
watch a
half.
musical.
Yeah, that shit
Oh
was
yeah.
like, fuck, bro. That shit was annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Like at moments it's fucking random. I'm like, can these people have a regular conversation without them fucking singing? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, fuck me. Yeah,
Oh
it was at
no.
that point it gets fucking annoying. Like, goddamn. But
Like, you know
yeah,
what? That shit's actually a 6, bro.
yeah, that was the most annoying part by far. Was the fucking singing. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, I
Um,
got you.
Tenten versus Haku. Tenten's ass, so Haku. I don't like Tenten.
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't like
wash right
Tenten,
there.
bro. Yeah, fuck that. Tenten with six pass tools wins. I mean, yeah, I just don't like Tenten. It's crazy that Hiruzen and Orochimaru get away with human trafficking, human experiments, and murder. Hiruzen is a failure. That's facts, bro. I mean, he's a fucking didn't have the guts to do what it takes, and you let Orochimaru leave, do all this fucked up shit, like experiment on children and shit. He's a pussy, man. It's just that simple. He doesn't have the backbone someone like, Tobirama or Minato had. Tobirama's racist, but he had backbone as far as other things. So, but you're right. Boruto Part 2 will probably be good if they dive into the Tsuki clan's lineage and backstories. But Bubba Boruto's son, nah. I like Boruto now. Boruto's cold now. He's not, like an annoying ass little brat anymore. Um, I feel like Joker didn't need a sequel. Yeah, a lot of people say that, and I could see that. I mean, I could see a good sequel too, but yeah, I didn't
I can
necessarily
see a
need
good
one.
sequel.
Yeah, it
Yeah, no,
didn't
for sure.
necessarily need one, but yeah, there was a lot of potential for that movie. A great plot would have been like, let's say, I mean, this was a lot more realistic, a lot more realism compared to like the comic books. So maybe he goes on trial. Maybe he starts a fucking movement. That was like intended. Maybe he continues with that, and someone breaks him out of jail or something because he's just that influential. It was just, I don't know, man. It could have been much better, man. Much better. Um, the whole
Yeah,
Harley
bro.
Quinn shit, like, she was just weird to me. Like, it's just not the Harley Quinn that I know. But whatever. I mean, Lady Gaga is great though, acting wise. But it's just, I don't know. Obito's my favorite character. AW, man, W. What are your top five favorite Kekkei Genkai? Kekkei Genkai. I mean,
Um,
we can all say Sharingan's up there, but
yeah, it's
Sharingan,
obvious.
obvious. What other
Aetherus is
kicker?
pretty cool.
Data's Clay
Um,
Bomb, like Clay Jutsu, pretty lit. Um,
what's his name? Onoki and Moo, like they're
Particle
Kikai
style.
Toda technically.
Did they have
Yeah,
kicker?
particle
Yeah, I
style.
think it
Yeah,
was Kicker Dota. Yeah. Who else has a
ice
lit
mirrors.
Kekkei Genkai? Byakugan, Ice Mirrors. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah, the Ice Mirrors are pretty lit. I fucked with that. But yeah, Byakugan, I guess you could say I fuck with the Byakugan. Um, yeah, there's some that'd be up there. Sorry, I meant to say Tamar versus Haku, Tenten's ass. Tamar versus Haku.
Mara should get
Early
wins,
Tamar. At
bro.
that point, obviously Tamar, like at that point in the narrative when Haku's alive, she get fucking destroyed by fucking Haku. But Boruto. Here's the thing: Tamar has no fucking feats at all. You can even argue that
Literally.
Boruto Tamar would lose now to fucking Haku. Honestly. Because she's done nothing like at all. She had her moment in the
Akiro too.
yeah, and Conqueror. She's ass too. I mean, like they've done nothing. I mean, they're Jonin, but Haku was like already Jonin level. So, um, Kimimara's bones are sick. Oh yeah, that's a sick Kekkei
Oh
Genkai
yeah.
too. Yeah, I forgot about that one. That one's lit. I definitely fuck with his Kekkei Genkai and like the uniqueness of it. Um, but yeah, folks, any questions at all? I'll say this though. If you're a big comic fan, watch Joker. I'm not saying you're gonna be like, holy shit, this was good, but there's some interesting stuff. Enough, I guess. It's not dog shit. I'll say that. The movie's not dog shit.
That movie was so good though, man. Honestly,
That
they did a
first one,
great job with that.
yeah, that
Yeah,
some of the
killed
best
it.
acting I've ever seen. Like the best scene was probably when he was at Murray's like talk show, like he was on TV, and that scene, one of the best scenes I've ever seen, like in acting wise in movie history, like is that fucking good. The conversation between him and Murray, played by Robert De Niro, fucking brilliant, dude. That was you'd almost think that was real, like they're on fucking TV, like it was that
Yeah,
fucking
it
good, bro.
was.
Like,
He just gets tired of him and shoots him, dude. Like,
bro, the conversation they had was so well done. Like, like Joker's trying to basically justify what he did. He's like, hey, I'm just a fucking piece of trash to you people. Like, I'm in the lower class. If I was on the ground, you'd walk right over me. And then Murray, he's like, I think you're making excuses, man. I think you know what you did was wrong, and you're trying to justify your actions with this bullshit. Basically, that's
exactly.
what he was saying. And then Joker, he ends up just like embracing what he said. He's like tells a joke, basically like, admitting it. Like he's like, oh, knock knock, who's there? And he's like, oh, the people. And something about the people we kill in the subway. And then like he starts to like kind of almost accepting what Murray said. He's like, oh, so you think that's funny, huh? Like he's asking Joker. He's like, yeah, I do. And then he basically fucking shoots him. Like, dude, that was brilliant. It was fucking brilliant the way that
Yeah,
shit
I
went
know.
down.
I
So good.
love that,
I
dude.
love that moment. Yeah, that was so good. Um, Kimimaru's Urahara versus Shinshui. Dude, Urahara is
Ooh.
interesting, dude. Urahara is really,
This
really
guy has
interesting.
no feet in this new
That's the
arc at
problem.
all. Like,
Yeah, he doesn't have anything yet. Like that's the problem with him. Like Shinshui is now what the captain with Yamamoto dead. He's like the commanding captain
yeah,
of the Soul Society.
exactly.
But
Yeah.
Urahara, he's a retired captain and he's very respected, even by Aizen. Well, intelligence-wise, he was respected. We have to wait and see. I don't really know how he would perform yet. Off the top of my
Rohar's a
head,
badass, dude.
he's a dog, man.
He's
He's a monster.
yeah.
Um, I might lean towards Shinshui, but that's only because I don't know anything about Urahara yet. I don't know anything yet, so that might
Choose
change.
the Impossible. Oh, Urahara Isuke? Like that guy? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
The
yeah,
past
yeah,
captain.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty much feetless too,
That's the
bro.
thing.
Like,
He has no
what?
feats. He has no feats. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
only
I
problem.
really want to see his Bankai hella bad though,
Bruh, I
bro.
want to
Like,
see that so bad. That'll probably answer
cannot
the
wait.
question for us when we see him in combat, like how powerful he is. So,
One of my favorite
um,
characters though.
oh, he's a
Hands
dog.
down,
Yeah,
dude.
he's one of my favorite
Yeah.
too. Um, I love the moment when Aizen's defeated or about to be defeated by fucking Ichigo, and he's questioning
Uh-huh.
Urahara like, how the fuck did you waste all that potential? You're fucking brilliant. Like he's almost implying that he's like smarter than he is, like that he's smarter
Yeah,
than
yeah.
Aizen is, and then he's like so upset about it, and Urahara like is very nonchalant. He's like, hey man, I am what I am. I don't give a fuck. Aizen's like, well, fuck you. You're a fucking failure. Like that was a cold moment, and the Urahara is pretty lit, you know.
And the
Pretty
new
fucking lit.
Squad 12 captain's hella jealous too, bro. He knows he's
Facts.
not smarter than Urahara,
Oh,
bro. Like,
facts, bro. He knows the fact. Yeah, he hates that. He hates him because of that. He's like, fuck. Um, have you played the Arkham games? I really like the depiction of Jokester and Bat Person's romance. Jokester and Bat Person's romance. Batman and Joker? Is that what you're talking about? Their romance? Oh, bromance. Gotcha. Okay. There was the only time that that's explored is at the very end when Joker dies because he has the serum to like cure Joker of the toxin of the from Bane's venom, and he's like give me the fucking cure now. And then Batman's kind of questioning it like if I give you this, more people will just keep fucking dying, and why should I? But then Joker's dumbass stabs him in the fucking neck and he makes him drop it. Right, and then he's like, well, you know what's funny, Joker? I would have given you the cure. And Joker like actually laughs at it, and then he dies, and then he fucking dies. So that kind of shows
that's
that,
hella funny.
yeah, he's like, that's pretty funny, and then he fucking like chokes and dies. But what that showed is that Batman maybe thought there was hope for him. I don't know if maybe that's the wrong word. I don't think he thought there was hope. I think maybe deep down he felt for Joker. Like, hey man, this guy's just been through so much shit. I don't even know what go through his mind. Is the reason why I keep sending him back to Arkham. And that's arguably one of Batman's flaws. The majority of society would agree Joker should die. Because that guy is morally irreprehensible. There's no remorse, no empathy, no nothing in him. He's just a dark, desolate soul. And Batman seems like the only guy that like sees something in him. I don't know what it is. This light in him or something. I mean, he doesn't kill in general, but Joker's an extra level of heinous. It's the next level of evil. And everybody from Robin to Jim Gordon to Batgirl, they all think he should die. But Batman's the only one that's like doesn't want to do that. It's almost like some sort of care in him for him in this weird way. I don't know. It's kind of fucked up, but y'all haven't seen the Bleach manga? Not up until past the anime now. I haven't. I've read some of
No,
it. I haven't read past that.
yeah,
I want to see it like animated. Yeah,
me too, bro. I've been waiting for a long time, man.
long time. How strong is Hamura? Hamura is weaker than Hagoromo because Hagoromo defeated Hamura when he was being mind controlled by Kaguya. He's obviously six past level, but he's arbitrarily weaker than Hamura. Excuse me, than Hagoromo. And I'd probably say he's probably stronger than Astra and Indra, perhaps, but that's more debatable. Um, Obviously, we'll never know, but he is in between that range of like Indra Ashra and Hagurama. He's definitely weaker than Hagurama, though. That's a fact. But does Sage Kabuto being in the cave have any effect on his scaling? It increases his options because he has more ability to manipulate the environment. Now, if he was in some plain ass like open field, then he wouldn't have that advantage where he could like use what's above him to his advantage. You know, like what he did against what he tried to do against Itachi and Sasuke. Being in a cave gives him much more options, like laterally,
Yeah,
linearly. You know, with all the rocks and shit around him. Um, it I don't know if it affects his scaling, but it gives him more option, more win conditions rather. You know, so
I think I don't know if I might be mistaken with this, but I think the actual cave has like a abundance of sage or senju, or has a lot of nature energy that's abundant in the cave, so it's like easier for him
yeah,
to utilize it and absorb it and things of that nature. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. That I think like he was familiar with that environment. Like that's where he did all his work and shit. You know, so
Like where the great
that
snake lived and all that. Yeah.
yeah, so that definitely aided him in some fashion. You know, top five comedians, top five comedians ever, or like my opinion. I think Kevin Hart has to be somewhere in there at this point. Um, Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle for sure. Those guys are like iconic. I think Bill Burr is really good. I think he's really funny in my opinion. Um, it's pretty fucking funny. Um, Current killer in the game is Theo Vaughn. I think he's pretty fucking funny. Theo Vaughn's hilarious. All
He
time, you know,
is,
there's
yeah.
like Richard Pryor. That was before our time, obviously, but I hear he's like widely regarded as like the greatest, Richard Pryor. I haven't really seen his work, but I hear he was like a fucking legend, respected by all comedians. But he's not on my personal list. So Theo Vaughn, and then maybe like who else is pretty funny these days?
Joe
Uh,
Rogan?
Joe Rogan's actually
I'm
like
just kidding.
his stand-up's
It's,
okay.
it's, it's,
Yeah.
it's very mid. Yeah, it's
Mid, yeah,
very
yeah. He's
mid.
definitely not like on the level of like, you know, like the top guys like Dave Chappelle and shit. But
I gotta say, Mike Epps is hella funny.
oh, Mike Epps,
Cat
he's funny.
Cat Williams, of
Cat
course.
Williams is funny. Dude, it's almost like
Hella
speaking of
funny.
Cat Williams, with all the shit happening this year, you know, with him having like his iconic podcast
Yeah, yeah.
with Uncle Shay, Shannon Sharp.
Uh-huh.
He's almost like a fucking prophet. He's like, hey,
Profit,
this
dude.
year,
Literally.
he's like things are coming to light and dead ass, like all this shit happens, bro.
Look at Diddy, bro. You know what I'm
P
saying?
Diddy,
Like, yeah.
bro. Like Cat Williams was just like he's had a hell of a year, you know. Hell of a year. I mean that podcast is so big, like the amount of views that shit has. And then he went on
Oh, that's a
Joe's,
lot.
which got a fuck ton too. But
Oh,
Shannon
yeah.
Sharp, that podcast almost has like 100 million fucking views, dude, with him and Cat Williams. Shannon Sharp and Cat, it's fucking crazy.
Good for Shannon, dude.
Shannon
Honestly,
deserves it,
that's
bro.
like
I think the best choice he ever made was detaching himself from Skip's name and doing his own shit because
it's
I think
retiring now too.
yeah, I think Skip kind of limited him. Like I think at the beginning it helped Shannon when they first started Undisputed, like those days, but eventually he like transcended that show, I feel like, and it was time. And obviously Skip was very disrespectful to him like on multiple occasions. Like he went too far with it. Um like when he was like shit
I
talking
love
him
that
and
show though.
I loved it,
It'll
and
never be
especially in his
won't like it,
his
dude.
golden age, bro. I loved it. I loved that
Yeah, it
era.
was too good,
I
bro.
used to watch it
Yeah.
every week. Every week I'd watch
Every
it.
fucking
Every week, bro.
absolutely. And me
Yeah.
too, dude.
And it didn't really matter what they were talking about. I mean, I'm interested in all the sports, but whether it was football, basketball, fucking baseball, fucking obviously combat sports, I loved just
Yeah,
everything they had to say. Like that
I
was
did with
like
you,
the
dude.
fucking golden era of like sports commentary when they were like at their peak. It was like, bro, so many good moments. Like you know, they'd have Lil Wayne on, they'd have like legends on, like when they had Terrell Owens on, and they were debate like Skip was debating with him whether or not he's like a Hall of Famer.
Oh, that was
Um,
legendary,
that was
dude. Yeah.
legendary. When he had on, he's had so many good people on, but this is really cool to see. And there's times where Skip got slammed. I think he had on Mike Cuban or whatever his name is, the owner of the Dallas
Oh
Mavericks.
yeah,
And he fucking
yeah, yeah,
slammed
yeah,
him. He's
yeah.
like, "You talk shit about LeBron." Like, I think about what he was saying, but he was like fucking slamming fucking fucking
Oh yeah,
Skip, bro. I was
easily,
like,
dude.
holy shit. Oh, when Richard Sherman came on, I think that was, he was on the Undisputed. He's like, "I'm better at life than you, Skip." I was like, "God damn,
And then they
bro."
started working together, bro. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? After
perfect,
all that, that
perfect.
was weird,
The
dude.
yeah, I don't.
Sherman was not a good fit. I wasn't
Nah,
really
at
digging it,
all.
man.
I agree, not at
Yeah,
all. I was a weird like replacement. But it just doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Oh, $5 from Kedrick. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. There's always one of these for sure.
nice, the homie, bro.
Appreciate that, brother. If you had to make a
Mongo,
cipher with
Mongo.
5 rappers, dead or alive, who would you pick? I got Kendrick Cole, Eminem, Tupac, and Biggie. Dead or alive, bro? Definitely Pac for sure. Um,
Facts.
I'd probably have Eminem. Probably Biggie. Biggie probably would make top 5 for me too. Eminem, Tupac, Biggie. Mm, so many rappers out there, man. Legends. Cypher though.
Uh,
You're like on the mic. It's a good one. Maybe like I don't know. I like
Guru, Mac
yeah.
Dre. I don't know, man. That'd be
I've
hard.
always liked Andre 3000. Maybe I'd throw him there. I
Oh,
think like
that'd
freestyle
be
wise,
sick.
he was always brilliant. Um, Maybe Rakim. Rakim's like I think he's one of the greatest, but a lot of people don't talk about Rakim. I don't know about him.
Yeah, Wu
Rakim's
Tang
really
can't go
good.
wrong.
Wu Tang, you just can't go wrong. Yeah, exactly. You can't go wrong with the Wu Tang. Rakim is like one of the stars. Yeah, Cypher changes things. If it was like music, obviously I'd have like Drake and shit up there. But yeah, Pac, Biggie, M, Andre 3000, maybe Rakim. Like those guys were like purists, in the game.
Method Man, bro, kind of
Method
lit.
Man,
Nas, dude.
fire. Bro. Oh, Nas, another one, bro. That guy's fire. Yeah, he was definitely gifted. Um, yeah, there's a lot of good picks for that, honestly.
Shaquille O'Neal, bro.
Shaquille O'Neal, yeah, his ass is something else, but fucking, um, he's everywhere these days. I see him fucking everywhere, like media wise. I'm like, he's on the
Yeah.
grind, bro.
And I'm surprised he's not a billionaire by now, dude. That's kind of
Yeah,
crazy to me,
like
bro.
he's in a lot of
You know?
things. I feel like, yeah, at this point he should be pretty damn close, I'd assume, but I don't know. It's he's up, he's doing his thing though. That's a fact.
I saw Selena Gomez was a billionaire. I'm like, wow,
What
what?
the
How
fuck?
the
From
fuck did...
what? Yeah, I don't even
Yeah.
know what the. I think she was in a lot of
Oh,
like
that's...
movies and stuff, but I don't know how billionaire status. That's crazy.
I know, it's
Um,
wild, dog.
it's wild, bro. I think Lil Wayne would go crazy in a cipher too. Lil Wayne can spit, bro. I've heard him spit like off the dome. Yeah, he can spit really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both Shinshui and Kisuke's Bankai are cracked. Dude, I guarantee. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Kisuke's, bro.
Oh, bro. We've already seen... Wait, we haven't seen Shunsei's Bankai yet?
Have
This
we?
is Shikai, huh?
We
I thought
have
we
we?
saw it when he was battling with Eisenway back in the day. I'm
Did we see
sure we did.
it? I think we might. I don't remember. I think we saw it. I don't remember now.
This Shikai was not really impressive to me at all, dude. Like,
Nah.
with like the twin like shadow thing. I
Yeah.
was like, it's kind of lame,
It's
bro.
kind
Like,
of
I'm
like
sorry.
kind of flat. Yeah, I agree. It wasn't the most like impressive appealing. Like aesthetically, it wasn't really like. Eh.
Uh Isuke
Uh,
though, I'm stoked, bro. I literally
yeah.
cannot wait.
That's gonna be fire. Pretty sure Hamura is slightly stronger than Hagoromo because of Tentagon. No, he beat Hamura in a battle when he was brainwashed. So no, he's not. What Naruto characters have committed the most war crimes? Most war crimes? I bet Orochimaru's way up there.
Don?
Yeah, so Hedon's way up there. Kakuzu's lived fucking forever, so I'm sure he's probably up there.
Mm.
That guy's lived a long ass time. Donzo, he's lived a long fucking. I mean, he's pretty old.
Oh,
He
come
lived a
on.
decent time. Um, Honestly, it might be Kakuzu because he's lived so fucking long. I don't know. He lived a
Sorry
long fucking.
too.
Sasori, he's lived quite a long time. Didn't he take out a fucking
Like the whole
nation?
nation.
Yeah, it might be
Yeah.
him because of that. I don't know anyone else has done something like that. That's lived that fucking long. Yeah. Um, he's like fucking puppeting people and his parents and the fucking Akage with the Kaze Kage. He's done
Yeah.
a lot of fucked up shit. It might be Sasori actually. I don't know. It's pretty fucking cold, man. Um, Lower level Quincy's didn't dispatch of Haribel's minions. They lost to Quincy. They lost to Quincy, who's a Stern Rider. They killed all of the henchmen. Sorry,
Okay.
meant to say Quilgay Opine, the letter J Stern Rider. I have to go
Ah, I
watch it.
see.
Yeah, I have to go back and rewatch. It's been a while.
Yeah.
What was your favorite mission in OG Naruto? OG Naruto mission?
Ooh, that's a good
Um,
question.
Probably the retrieval arc, the mission to retrieve Sasuke. As far as missions are concerned, um,
The Land of Waves mission was lit
Lando Waves
too,
was
bruh.
fire. That was fire. Yeah,
So good.
really, really good. That's up there as well. Those are by far probably my favorite missions. As far as like mission, like actual missions in Part One Naruto. Yo, it's gonna be messed up when all the famous people get exposed through Diddy. Oh, facts, bro. That's obvious. That's gonna be you know, it's gonna be rough.
It's starting, bruh.
It's already happening. Like people deleting their social media like footprints. Like I think Sure was one of them on Twitter. Who else? Megan Fox, Jennifer Lopez. Why are they doing that? It's suspicious. Like why are they doing these weird
Yeah.
actions? Yeah. Especially right after the Diddy shit. Like what the fuck is that,
Like,
man?
oh, I got hacked.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
come
oh
on.
no, like, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, that's not gonna look good if they do get like questioned. That's gonna look very suspicious, So not the best look, man. Gib versus Slim, who wins? Oh, we're talking about the YouTubers. I don't really know too much about them. I know Slim is like okay for. I would say Slim. I think I've seen some of his boxing. I think those are who you're talking about, the YouTubers. What are your thoughts on Jaden Smith? Um, he's. I mean, he had that one song,
Definitely.
Icon. That was actually all right. Icon. But I know he's been like, I don't know, he has like a weird spiritual phase he's going through or was going through. And apparently he fumbled a bad bitch. I don't know if that's true, but apparently he was like dating a really like a baddie or something. But that's an L. But Jaden Smith is talented, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. He's all right.
Yeah. He's
He's all
cool,
right.
I guess.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
cool. I think Lil Wayne would go crazy. I just read that. Ice Spice versus Sexy Red. I would never listen to either one, but Ice Spice
Yeah,
shit,
exactly.
I guess is catchier than Sexy Reds. I don't know.
Uh,
Sounds catchier, I
yeah.
guess, but she's definitely badder. I don't think Sexy Red's that attractive, in my opinion. But Ice Spice, she's alright. But Sexy Red is just like not my. I don't know, not my type.
Not a cup of tea. Yeah.
Yeah, not my cup of tea either. Ice Spice at least has some ass and shit. She's thick. Like her face is decently pretty. So yeah. I think people underestimate the Sound Four when they work together. I mean, they were able to take out two like Jonin after a
Fatigued.
mission. Fatigue
Yeah.
Jonin. That's not easy, but that's as far as they go. They were like fucked up after that. Like we had to all go like curse two and shit. Just to beat them. Um, yeah. Is there a section of Pain fans that defend him killing Hanzo's parents, wife, and kids who were innocent? Is there a section of Pain fans? I don't think anyone would defend that, killing innocent people. So I don't think so. Not that I know of, at least.
Yeah, no,
Um,
why would you?
yeah. Diddy is baby oil level. That weird shit, dude.
Exactly.
I think what company was it that they said, oh, Diddy didn't buy from us or something? Was it Costco or some shit?
I saw that meme.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw
Oh, it was
that.
Costco.
Yeah, Costco's
Yeah.
like, nah, man, we don't claim him, bro. We don't claim him. Nah, bro. They're like, fuck that shit. We ain't fucking with Diddy. Fuck that shit. Dead ass. Is there a celebrity who's a bigger yapper than Kanye? A bigger yapper? That's a tough one to beat. Like talks more than Kanye?
Oh,
I don't
Kevin
know,
Durant,
man.
dude.
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant. Celebrity? I'm trying to think who talks a lot. I feel like Cardi B
AD's
talks a
always
ton.
tweeting and shit. Oh
Facts.
yeah, bro.
Cardi B talks a
Yeah.
fuck ton. Who else talks a lot? I mean, Kanye does
Um.
talk a lot, but mm, maybe his ex-wife. I mean, does she talk a lot? I mean, I think Kim K.
Oh, Kim. Yeah.
Yeah. Kanye's up there though, man. He is a yapper for sure. Uh, talks a lot. Who's someone I always see responding to people like celebrity wise? Uh,
Ron, maybe?
Braun be back. He's active. I see him like posting stuff. He
He is
actually
active.
recently like debunked someone that said he only joined the Lakers to like erase Kobe's last years, and he was like, nah, but like fucking Kobe's a legend, and I only came here to to bring that back, bring that fire back to LA or some shit. I saw that on Twitter or some shit like that.
What
Um,
a comment, dude. Yeah.
yeah, bro, it's facts. Um, but yeah, those are some people. Cardi B is always posting something. I feel like, bro, more than Kanye, always fucking talking about something. I think she's like going through some weird shit with her husband or ex-husband that like cheated on him or he cheated on her or some shit. I don't know, but
Oh yeah, Offset, I
some weird
think.
shit.
Yeah.
Offset, yeah. I mean, they're both cheating on each other or some shit. I don't know. It's weird. Um,
Toxic as fuck, man.
yeah, that's crazy. Trump, Kanye, Nicki, and Cardi B are the kings of yapping. Kanye, Nicki Minaj does talk a lot. You're right, and Trump, obviously. Yeah, that's true. Definitely yapping. They definitely yap a lot, bro. Which current day female rapper can go band for band with Nicki in a freestyle? Honestly, I don't know if there's any that can go toe to toe with her
Yeah,
freestyle.
right.
I've heard her freestyle. She's really good. Not no glaze. She can actually freestyle. Who's the best out right now?
Emo rappers,
Mm,
bro, it's kind of like slim pickings, man. I feel like.
yeah, there's not very many. Like who's popular? Like, Ice Spice can't freestyle. She's popular. Fucking Sexy Red's ass. She's popular. There's Megan Thee Stallion. She can't hang with Nicki. Not freestyle now. Cardi B can't hang. She can't hang with her either. Not freestyle
That's
either.
pretty much it, bro. It's like a
That's
handful.
it. Like who else is there? I don't even know who the fuck else is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's singers, but obviously they can't rap. Doja Cat's a singer, right? I think. Not even really a Glorilla low key slaps. I've heard of Glorilla. I've
I've
never
heard
heard her
of
shit
her.
before though. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some like new chick named Lotto or some shit. Lotto and Glorilla, some bunch of weird ass names. I've never listened to their shit, so I don't know about them. But
Feel you on
um,
that, dog.
yeah, nah. What happened to Giselle Maxwell? Why hasn't she gone to court yet? I don't know what happened with that. I know they like she like had information, and I'm assuming she's probably in prison right now. But I don't know what happened like exactly. I know she had some information though, as far as like Epstein's fucking weird shit,
Oh,
but
no shit.
yeah,
Wow.
I haven't heard about that name in a while. It's been like years since the Epstein shit. Um, she's probably in prison right now though, more than likely. So that's a good part.
Karma, bro. Can't be doing
Yeah,
stupid shit like that, bro. I don't
yeah,
get why these
bro,
people do it in the first place. It makes
crazy.
no sense, but
Not at all, bro. Like the darkness always comes to light. That's just a fact. No matter how powerful you are, yeah, the darkness comes to
yeah.
light, bro. Always. So, um, but yeah, folks, any questions at all? Any questions? And speaking of donations, shout out to Kedrick. If Kedrick does donate the 200, you guys will get the fucking we'll get the diss track, bro. Dead ass. I'm dead ass serious about that. It exists.
Oh, bro.
So
I know,
that will
I
be
know we got it, bro.
yeah, bro. I'm gonna make it try to look. I'm not a rapper at all, but I'm gonna try to make it slap for y'all for sure. I'm trying to make it slap. But who knows? Maybe I'll have a feature on it or some shit on the song. We'll see.
I'll be lit, bro.
Yeah, that'll be fire.
Like 10 verses, bro. Just straight fucking writing it.
Fire. Yeah, literally, bro. There's so much to say. I mean, Batman and Shinobi heard like like kind of a rough draft of it, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah, bro. There's so much ammo. If you had to guess, what celebrities are most likely going down with Diddy? Honestly, if I had to guess, Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce and Jay Z.
Damn.
Honestly, probably them. Probably Usher,
Usher?
maybe Usher. I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
he's probably going down. Megan Fox, I don't know why she deleted her shit, but probably Megan Fox. I don't know what she'd have to do with that, but Megan Fox. Um, maybe by
Probably a lot
extension,
of celebrities.
yeah, Ben Affleck, because he was married to Jennifer Lopez multiple times. Um, what else is pretty close to that? Maybe like all the producers are with him or were with
A lot
him.
of
There's so many,
rappers.
a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of rap. Unfortunately, a lot of rappers. Man, it's tough, man. It's tough out there. But those people, I'd say more than likely. Jay-Z, Beyonce, and fucking Usher, fucking Jennifer Lopez, like those people are
God.
probably sad, man. Yeah, sad. They're probably fucked. Not gonna lie. Um, but if there's any questions at all, feel free, feel free. But honestly, if I
Got you.
if I actually posted a diss track, bro, the amount like the kind of wave that'd make in like the community, because no one's done that. Like an actual diss track.
It, I'd be
That's
hella down,
crazy,
bro. That
bro.
sounds actually
Yeah,
fun as fuck, dude. Honestly.
I was fire. Hey, Kendrick will be MVP, dude. Kendrick is MVP if he does actually like makes that happen. So,
Literally.
um, literally. What happened to the Island Boys? They fell off the face of the earth. Now they're just kind of there. I think they've been on some podcasts and they had like their moment because they're so fucking weird. But now they're just kind of like part of like I think they're on a lot of streamers shit. Like the streaming community, like they'll be around sometimes, like Neon streams or like I don't even know all these fucking streamers, but there's a lot of them, and I see them like on Twitter and some of these guys' streams, but yeah, they're weird though. The reason why they fell off.
Very weird. Yeah,
Fucking
absolutely.
weirdos. Orange Mask Obito beats any non-KCM 2 level fighters. Itachi, EMS, Sasuke, H Kabuto, and Nagato are all victims. I mean, he probably beats any one of those individually at his best, more than
Oh,
likely.
victims
The
is
bi-
kind of a crazy connotation, but
yeah, like I
no,
don't know if they're
it's not a far
victims,
fetched.
but yeah,
Yeah.
he'd struggle with like someone like fucking Nagato or some shit. He'd struggle at least, but yeah, he'd probably beat him though. But yeah, folks, any questions at all? Feel free. Talk about. We try to keep it versatile for sure.
Is there? I probably gotta
And
head out though, guys. Unfortunately, I gotta get up at like 4 a.m. So
no worries. Yeah,
fucking. Hope you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon, brother. Definitely, man.
yes, so say what W Shinobi, folks.
It's all right. Much love, guys. Peace out.
Much love, brother. Peace. All right, y'all. Go a little longer. By the way, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button. It's really appreciated, folks. Gets up in the algorithm and results in better pods. Yeah, he wins. He's talking shit. Oh yeah, for sure. All Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Sex Red Halves are attractive enough, but they're not even mid, straight busted. Yeah, I mean, Sexy Red not my type. Cardi B, her body's alright. I know it's kind of most of it's fake. She's alright. Nicki Minaj, same thing. She's prettier than those other two, but I know she's a lot of her like body parts are fake and shit. What was College's plan? He didn't even know what Madara's goal was. Super short-sighted for an intelligent person. True. Certainly didn't expect that. I think he wanted compromising power, which is why he brought Madara back, because he knew you can handle, like, even admitted I can't handle the Renegon, with Obito obviously being that person. His plan was just to have leverage, I feel like, and I know he wanted power. He wanted to like even surpass Orochimaru, becoming perfect sage and experimenting on himself and just having influence and power. I feel like is what he wanted. He wanted to like kind of stroke his own ego to erase the doubts of who he questions himself to be, right? Because he had like identity problems, which Itachi kind of exploits when he fights him. He's like, "You don't know who you are. You're not Orochimaru. You're a liar, just like I was." And I think he was trying to erase those doubts and become a somebody. I think that was his plan. It's kind of a weird plan, but that's what I get from him. Why did Obito recruit Itachi into the Akatsuki knowing he was a double agent? Probably because he saw him as useful, perhaps, and additionally to avoid fighting Itachi, perhaps. I'm not saying he thinks he'd lose, but um, there's probably multiple reasons. Do you know Julian Assange? I've heard of that name. I've heard of that name somewhere. Julian Assange. Certainly heard of it, but I can't remember who he is. I think he's a political person, political influencer or some shit. I hate Obito and Kabuto with a passion. Kabuto was a very conflicted person, you know, like all he knew was following Orochimaru and doing what he said and helping him, and then he dies, or quote unquote he dies, and then he's kind of on his own. He's just kind of on his own, just kind of doing his own thing, trying to be in his own, you know, trying to figure out who he is, really, you know. How does Nagato damage Obito? Um, I mean, he'd have to have the speed to do so, right? But he could rip his soul out. He has the AP to hurt him. You know, Almighty Push or Shinra Tensei, Chewbacca Tensei. But then again, he has to have the speed to do these things, right? Because Conway would negate a lot of those things if he's just simply too slow. That's the problem. He has means of hurting him, but he lacks the speed, unfortunately, to successfully hit him. You know? But yeah, folks, about 10 more minutes or so. Unless, you know, more donations come. Appreciate all the donations, all the questions. Great stream for sure. Any questions, folks? See what you guys are saying. Yeah, shout out to Six though. I was watching his stream too. One of his streams, pretty entertaining for sure. I'm glad he's doing more streams. Kabuto would have been Obito if it came to it though. I don't think even he didn't even believe that though. One on one, no. I don't see him having the speed to deal with Obito. You could just warp him to the common dimension. One mistake and he's gone. No. Saying he has a speed, then how would he end things? I mean, you could seal him. You could kill him via AP. You could sealing him in the Chewbacca Tensei. There's multiple ways you could kill him. Thoughts on Io's conclusion of Boruto? He served a purpose, I guess. Served a purpose, but he was sort of an obstacle for Boruto and company. I didn't mind his little moment he had. I didn't mind the conclusion either. He seemed resentful because of what happened during the war arc. Obviously, having to become a cyborg because of the damage he took in the war arc. I get that. Which is great. Not what I meant. I meant his reanimations. Oh yeah, I mean obviously, he'd win that way. How would Mana go about countering Conley? I don't think he's a blitz tier above Obito. Well, you know, I don't know if you necessarily need to be a blitz tier because Minato wasn't, and he dealt with the Conley. You know, I mean, he doesn't have flying Raijin like Minato does, but I do think he's fast enough to deal with Conley. It wouldn't be easy, I'd say. But I think the implicit relationship between the two implies who's superior. Obito doesn't deem himself superior, at least relative enough to where he could challenge Madara with Conley. Yeah, Madara would have to catch him. I mean, that's the best way. How would his intelligibility work? Because, I mean, he is above KCM and V2. You can't deny that. Talking about Obito? KCM and V2? Yeah, he's above that. I agree with that. But if you could time him, you know, or blitz him before he can activate intangibility, he could seal his soul with Nagato if he had superior speed. You have to activate. Or wait for, you know, the time limit as well, the 5-minute time limit of continuous intangibility. If not for Julian Assange, Trump might have lost in 2016. I see. Was he the one that like exposed Clinton's secrets or some shit? Is that who that is? I think, or like that she deleted a mass amounts of emails. Do you think it's smart naturally to show scene near the end of the story at the beginning, like Boruto did? Hmm, the way in which they did it, do I think it's smart? In a sense, I mean, it allows for foreshadowing and theories to be created, based off the narrative where it's at currently. Um, in hindsight, I think it's still a good decision. I still believe it's a good decision. Danzo wasn't saving Koda for Obito, he would have beaten Sasuke. Yeah, I mean that certainly would have given him the win. Akatsuki versus Allied Shinobi forces. The Akatsuki versus all the Allied Shinobi forces, like the entire Allied Shinobi forces. Unfortunately, Naruto is just above them all. KCM too. If we're including Orange Mask Obito and not White Mask, he's above even him, speed wise. KCM two. KCM two Sage Mode definitely is above him. Um, Plus everyone else, Sasuke with EMS as well, Kakashi from the War, Kai from the War. Yeah, Akatsuki I don't believe would beat them. Yes, besides Naruto and B. Okay, besides Naruto and B. So you mean before Sasuke arrived, I'm assuming, and before the Hokage arrived. At that point, the Allied Shinobi Force's only way of winning would be Guy having to go 8 gates, probably. It's the only way they beat the Akatsuki. That's the only like way they beat him. Besides that, the Akatsuki would probably beat them all. Maybe the numbers would overwhelm him, but then again, Obito's comedy is so broken he could just leave, like slowly warp them away and stuff like that. So, but I could see the what would neg Soul Steel would neg his Conway. Yeah, he just has to touch him. Again, you have to have the speed to do so. So yeah, folks, any questions at all before we wrap it up here? W stream. W. Unless someone donates, I'll stay longer though. Sure. We're already approaching the 3 hour mark. What if a healthy DMS Obito replaced Renegon Obito in the War arc? A healthy DMS Obito? Honestly, I don't know if he would be able to be defeated. Honestly, um, he's just too fast. Even with Kakashi figuring out that he has the same linked vision. Well, if he's DMS, then we'd have to also presuppose Kakashi doesn't have the eye, right? He'd just have his regular eyes because he wouldn't have the other Sharingan. So Obito would have won. He would have probably sealed. He would have beat them and took Naruto, and sealed the Nine Tails away, and they would have won the war. He's just too fast. Double the speed. He already was a problem before that. Imagine double the speed and long and short distance calmly at his disposal. They're not defeating him. They're not even touching him at that point. He's way too fast. Even for KCM2 Naruto, it'd be too much. They would have won the war. Madara would have then showed up. They would have done their plan. That's it. It's over. It's over. Yeah, that's too much. Wait a second, folks. Got some allergies. I gotta drink some water real quick. Also on 6. W6, man. He's in the chat. W. How long you gonna be live? I was about to wrap it up in like 2 minutes, actually. I think we've been almost at the 3 hour mark. W6 though, folks. W6. Thoughts on the new wave of people thinking Casey Naruto being mentally amped when he blitzed the right Kage. I think it goes against the whole savior narrative if he's not actually that strong. When he blitzed the right Kage. Being mentally amped when he blitzed the right Kage. Oh, I see. Yeah, I could see that argument. Could Kaguya tank Sasuke's Indra's arrow? Tank it? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's immortal, right? I mean, excuse me, she's immortal, so I'm pretty sure, yeah. Hey, W6 though, folks. W6. Go check out his stream as well. I know he's streaming right now. Check him out for sure. Reverse summoning out of comedy is no problem, but I know that Nagato can't give Obito in every form under Renegon. He'd run for his money, if not beat him, but I didn't really know if he could pull it off. He could pull it off theoretically. There's enough of relativity between them, or maybe not relativity, but enough comparability between the two to where it'd be interesting, you know. We definitely have to have 6 on the pot again, though, for sure. We mean to make that happen, actually. Shout out to 6, though, bro. Shout out to 6W. One of the legends of the space. We've had him on the podcast, but we need to have him like formally as a guest for sure, for sure. Kaguya can't tank that shit if Sakura punches her, lol. I mean, that didn't kill her, though. It's thing. Like, if you mean tanking as far as it doesn't affect her, then, I mean, it'd affect her, but it wouldn't kill her. She's immortal to my knowledge. You know? She could survive it, I should say better. I should say better, not tank it to where it would, like, do shit to her. But yeah, folks, I think it's going to wrap it up. Definitely a W stream. We definitely intend to get some guests on again. 6 is definitely like number 1 on the list. Him and Swakage. We can make that happen. As like formal guests once again. Because last time they were on, it was a W. It was probably the best stream we ever had, if not one of them. So W Swag, W6. We hope you guys enjoyed, folks, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already, folks. Stay classy.